You are live. Thank you, StreamYards, for reminding me that we are live. Thank you very much. I appreciate that. Hi, everybody. This is Mr. Broon. What's today's date? Oh, it is Saturday, 7th of February, in the year of our Lord 2026. I am Broon, and I hope you're all doing pretty well. It is 1 week to the busiest day in the year for my post box, Valentine's Day. Not. And on that bombshell, should we get the guests on? I think we should. Okay, first up, dribbling. First up, he's the Star Wars novelist, the jester from Leicester. It is Swap Shop.
People still do Valentine's Day. Really?
Yeah, in this house, busiest day of the year for the postman.
I don't get it. I mean, you think people would see through all that cynical crap by now, wouldn't you? Anyway, it seems like yesterday was Christmas. What's going on? Crazy.
But not everybody is called swappers, are they, swappers?
Not yet, no.
Not yet.
No.
We will comply to you, swappers.
Everyone seems to be slowly waking up and telling me that I was right all this time, strangely. Okay. Never mind.
Okay, I'll tell you, I've got an idea. Swappers, what about this? What about a live stream called Swappers Was Right or Is Right? Right? And then what we do
is pay for a live stream, have we? We can't be on here 24 hours, like for all the stuff I've been right about.
Hear me out. Swappers Was Right or Is Right, yeah?
Mm-hmm.
And then we just do an open link to StreamYards in the chat and just let people come on one by one saying, you were right, swappers.
It might get old really quickly. That's the only problem with that one.
Well, I don't know. It'll either be the shortest stream or the fucking 12-hour.
Yeah. We'll stick it on the back burner for ideas, Brown, for that one.
Yeah, okay, we'll do that. Yeah. Or when I want a night off, I'll let you do it.
Is that after the 24-hour Revenge of the Sith stream?
Which one's that? Is that the last? Is that the third movie?
The final prequel, yes.
I honestly don't think it's ever going to happen because I really do not like that movie.
Yeah, but you might have a different viewpoint if you rewatch it.
No, I've only seen that movie once, and that was in the cinema on release.
Yeah, but after seeing all the Disney crap, you might think completely different perspective.
No. Anyway, swappers, it's great to have you on, mate. The chat again, restless. It's great to have you on, mate.
Get on with it.
Get on with it, unit. Okay, let's get the next body on. Okay, so who can I pick? Well, there's only two. Okay. The paid up member of the Selfridges Appreciation Society who's touting for subs. We're all subbed to his channel anyway. Folks, if you've not subbed to Rebecca Gold, help the old boy out, help the old boy out. It is Diaz, Ian, David.
Hello. Yeah.
All right.
Sub,
you bastards. Now.
Yeah. What was I going to say? Valentine's Day, right? I've never, ever got a Valentine's card from anyone in my entire life.
Okay, just let me get my little tiny violin out.
No, I say that with pride in my heart because it's kind of, it's not like Christmas. Christmas is a day where it's family and everything like that. I think it's a very selfish thing, Valentine's Day. Personally,
is it? What, for the shops?
I think so. For the people who make all the cards, because all they want is money. They're not really interested.
You're right.
Yeah, that's all they're interested in. They're not interested in love or the connection or anything like that. It's just about making money, buying flowers, getting the old chocolate, and
when they say
sorry,
they say Christmas is for kids, don't they? But I don't think it really is for everybody. Valentine's Day, now that's for kids. That's for little kiddies in primary school.
No, Christmas is for kids and swap shop.
Mm.
No, Christmas. I always
You're a
look.
kid.
I need to
I
reset
don't
my
get
mic.
upset.
You clipped it.
All
Sorry.
right.
Please, Phil.
All right. I don't get upset when people say to me they don't like Christmas. But think about it, right? Christmas is one of the only times for America. They have two. They have the Thanksgiving and Christmas. But Christmas is the only time when your family gets together, no matter how much you don't like them, or if you do like them, like my family, and
Yeah.
you share a bit of love. You give presents. You know, it doesn't matter if you believe in God or not. It's the whole idea of liking people and spending some time with them, and friends, family.
Yeah.
What other day in the whole of the entire year do we do that? We
It's a
should
good
be doing
point.
it every
Boxing
day,
Day.
but we're human.
Boxing
We
Day.
can't do that every day because we're human. Sorry. Well, Boxing Day is after Christmas, isn't it? But that's what I think anyway. And Valentine's Day is just a horrible thing
Do you know,
where people get
I
upset.
I spent
Yeah.
more time with you guys than I did with my own family over Christmas.
There's a lot, isn't there?
How
But
bad is that?
look,
Oh,
look.
good.
In America, right? They have on Valentine's Day. They have all the kids contribute, don't they? And they give out Valentine's
Lovely,
cards.
lovely.
And stuff. Correct me, because I know somebody's going to come on in American. But when a kid doesn't get anything, how the fuck do you think he feels or she feels?
I can
Do you know
confirm
what I mean?
that was lousy.
It's cruel.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's cruel. It's cruel. I think it's cruel,
So
personally.
what are you saying? We should have participation trophies for Valentine's Day now as well.
Oh,
No,
lovely,
no,
lovely,
we
lovely,
shouldn't have
lovely.
Valentine's Day at all. In my
Yeah, you're right.
opinion.
So
Right.
it's the Saturday, isn't it? We, swappers, we need to do something Valentine related then for next Saturday.
I have no idea what. We could talk about how we like hot women. Oh no, we've done that already.
Yeah.
Not touching that one with the barge pole.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Yeah.
Ian, we kind of rambled a little bit there.
Yeah, I know, but this is what it's about: toys and talking bollocks, isn't it? That's what I said.
No,
It's what
talking
it's
bollocks.
about.
No, talking bollocks is Wednesday.
Oh, right, okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
Ian, it's great to have you on. Chat,
Good to be on.
chat, favor. If you've not subscribed to Ian, get your link in the thingy. Please subscribe to Ian. He's trying to achieve 3K subs. If there's one person who deserves 3K subs on the tubes, that are you. It's Ian.
Yeah.
So do as you're told. Okay. Ian, there is another.
There is. Excellent.
There is, mate. Wait. All right, Prof.
Hello, hello.
Yo.
Hello. Yeah.
Glad to be here.
You all right?
Prof's going to
Glad
give
be here.
his
Yes. No,
give his
I'm good. I'm glad to
opinion
be here.
on
Yes.
Valentine's Day, aren't you, Prof?
Valentine's Day. You know what? I'll be completely honest. My wife and I don't really do anything for Valentine's Day,
Good for
we
you.
get the
and
high
we never really have. Not as a matter of like oh, it's the day that we have to do this. It's just we just celebrate that stuff all year round, and especially since my wife is involved in horticulture, she's not interested in me going out and buying her a bunch of roses for 4 times what they cost 2 weeks later.
Exactly.
So
And who said romance is dead?
We did.
You did. Anyway.
No, it's not dead because we should be doing it all year, every year, not just on one bloody day. Anyway, carry on.
why
Oh,
not?
there you go. Anyway, okay. Prof, it's great to have you on, mate.
Glad to be here.
Shall we say good evening, chats? Apologies for the lateness. We can see you. Hope you're all doing really well. Okay. We're basically just finishing off the alphabets. How many did we say? Swappers, we said, 6 hours we could do this?
Originally.
Originally. 5 streams later.
Oh, what a miscalculation. Oh.
Oh, damn. Okay, let's get some graphics up. A to Z Christmas toys. Please like, share, and subscribe. Oh, Gavin Blackburn units. Wrench with. Have we done LGBTQIA? I think it would get to the point where it'd be just easier to say what letters aren't in the.
Yeah.
Is it acronym? It's an acronym, is it?
Is that what it is?
Acronym? Is it an acronym?
Cacronym, all right.
Oh, I can't remember. Anyway, okay. Compiled by swappers, everybody. Shall we do the supers before we get going? What do you think?
Go on.
Gives a chance for Ian to get back.
Yeah.
Okay. Gavin Blackburn, Wrench, Will Spot, member for 7 months. Mega Geek's favourite Onion film. Ian?
Favourite Onion film?
Mega Geek's favourite Onion film. Ian?
Onions in it.
Okay, from the top. Gavin Blackburn, Wrench, Will Spot, member for 7 months. Mega Geek's favourite Onion film.
How many films with onions in them are there?
Is it Ryan Johnson's Onion film?
Oh, those things.
I don't think Ian's around. Anybody? This is going very well. Chat, amuse yourself, so we'll get back to that one.
Don't know what mine is. I've never seen any.
Onion film. I don't know.
It's got to be Ruin Johnson, hasn't it? Okay.
Got it.
Megadeth Bannerman, Wrench 2 here we go, swappers. Fave Sith Lord, and why?
Oof, blimey.
Blimey.
I don't know, really. I mean, I love the look of Darth Malgus from the Old Republic. He looks absolutely awesome. He's kind of like a prototype Darth Vader. And he had some amazing force powers in that mini movie that they made. I thought he was great. I've got the action figure as well. So, yeah, Malgus is up there. Although Revan and Malak are kind of the most iconic.
Oh, yeah. I was going to say Revan, man. Yeah, that's a great... Revan's a great choice.
Is he related to Potato Revan?
Who?
The YouTuber. Potato Revan?
Yes, in a way. Yes. I think that's where he gets his name from.
Oh, okay.
What's the onion? Onion, yeah. I've got headphones that up when I'm walking around. I can still hear the broadcast. Onion film. He's talking about Roundhead Johnson, isn't he? I don't watch any of them because they're all rubbish. I saw 5 minutes of the first one, and I just thought, "Fuck this! This is rubbish."
Agreed.
Yeah, I saw a review on the last one, and they were going, "They got all these stars in it, and they're hardly in it," and somebody was going on how bad it was and how crap the conclusion was and how stupid his accent, James Bond doing this stupid accent and all that. So, yeah, that's persuaded me even more not to watch shit like that anymore. So there you go.
Ian, favourite Sith Lord?
Darth Vader. It's my favourite Sith Lord. He is a Lord, isn't he? Lord Vader. So there you
go. Sith Lord Chord, even though we've not seen him for ages. Okay. Fave Picard moments.
Ah.
I know mine.
Go on in.
I know yours, Ian. Do you want me to do it?
Go on in.
I love you, Dave.
What's my favourite Picard moment? Is I know it's a bit cheesy, but I really do like when he did that. But it is still cheesy, and it always makes me smile. Do you know the bit in was it First Contact, where he's talking to the black woman, and she says, abandon your ship, and he goes, no, and he smashes everything up. I thought that's one of my favourite Picard moments.
Anybody else?
I love you, Data. No, not my favorite Picard moment. No, I mean, he had so many great moments. I really love when we get some Picard where he's being very logical and he's reasoning things out, like when he's defending Data, defending his life. Those are great moments for me. I really enjoy that. There's a few more of those throughout the series. I've always enjoyed the character of Picard, so he's got lots of good moments for me.
Swappers.
I can't discern one particular one. Really, there's been too many. There was like 7 seasons was there of the Next Gen, and he had so many great diplomatic or debating moments that just made me think, man, this guy is an absolute tour de force. He can just his mind, the way his mind works, and his resoluteness and stoicness, and just such a great character. I'll have to go back and watch it into all the series again to kind of come out with a defining moment. Really, there's too many.
I like the episode with.
Oh, go on. Sorry, go on, Ian.
No, I like the episode with Famke Janssen. You know, the one where he falls in love with that. Because I'm a bit of an old romantic at heart, and I really like that episode.
Mm-hmm.
But even, I mean, they had some really duff episodes in that era of Star Trek, but majority of it is quite intelligent. You can tell that whoever's writing it, whoever's crafting the whole series, all 7 of them, was trying to go for that intelligent thing.
Yep.
You know, yes, there were a lot of shootouts and stuff, and when the Borg appeared, there was a lot of, drama and stuff like that. But it always had that integrity, didn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Next Generation integrity, especially when he was defending Data's life, basically, when he was in the court, and he has that big speech and he says that line, and there he sits. You know what I mean? That was fantastic. And then you look at Star Trek Academy and you think, what the fuck?
Fantastic episode this week. Amazing. Okay.
Oh, was it?
Okay, Mega, we'll do your other super chat in a bit, mate. Okay. Let's. Where did we get to then? Was it we just finished Star Wars?
We did, yeah.
That was S. So I assume we're on T.
We're probably still on S.
No, I think we're finished. T for twat.
Are you American? Why are you saying it like that?
Twat.
It's not twat. It's twat.
T for twat, everybody. Okay, let's see what twat's got for us. T for twats. T for tits. Taser.
T for Tommy.
Oh, TCR.
I remember these.
So do
wow.
The adverts for it were amazing. I remember the ads. Now, I think I might be wrong. I think this was an American product that was imported into the UK.
Yep.
I do like the cars. I do like the cars because I remember the first one we got the Scale Electric ones. It was just a little. It was a car, right? But it's just they weren't very exciting like those ones at the bottom there.
Mm-hmm.
They look so sleek,
I had one of these.
Oh, brown.
They were really good racing sets because you just had this dummy car just going round the outside. The jam car just going around all the time. Indeed, and you can. I think can you steer? I can't remember. You could.
You can change lanes. You can change lanes, so it flips.
Yeah. Oh, it's a flick thing, isn't there? Yeah. They were okay. Yes, many hours of fun. Yeah?
It took up a lot less space than Scale Electric, didn't it?
Yeah. Prof, did you have a TCR? This is American, isn't it?
No, I never had one of these. I'm not even sure I ever saw one, other than maybe in commercials. They look cool though. Yeah, it was slot cars, but they didn't have tracks. So you could steer a little bit and turn back and forth.
Yeah, they were still kind of connected via electricity to the track.
Yeah.
But not in a slot, so they were allowed to skip over a lane or two. And the jam car was always there as like something to maneuver around, to sort of get in the way, to add a bit more excitement to the race. And that was powered off the main electricity for the entire set. So the jam car only moved when the other players were powering their cars. So there wasn't any sort of variable speed. It was kind of just on and off. So you couldn't really go that slow, or you just hit the trigger and the cars went. That was it. And it was more about strategy, about overtaking, than it was sort of racing. But a great concept for this. But a friend of mine had a set because the adverts made them look great and you could change lanes, and that's all we cared about. But it broke for no reason. It just stopped working. So we took it back, changed it, got another one. That broke as well. And I thought, obviously this isn't like, these things aren't made to last. They're not as built with as much care and attention that Scale Electric were. So I just stuck to Scale Electric in the end. But These look great, though, I've got to admit.
Never had a problem with my set.
Good for you. Brilliant.
Maybe we're just lucky.
Yeah.
Yeah, the cars, when they hit the corner, would always go around the outside because of centrifugal force.
Yeah, because there was no slot to hold them on. Yeah.
But
Well, that was
many
the
hours
fun,
of
wasn't it?
Yeah.
That was the fun, cars crashing and coming off the track and all that, wasn't it? That was the fun of it, you know.
I had an Aurora racing set. Who remembers Aurora?
Very similar.
Apart from they had slots. Probably the same scale as well.
They were, you're right. Yeah, I don't think the Auroras could change lanes, but they looked really good as well.
The Aurora was really... I've still got them in the loft, I think, Aurora.
Some of the great Aurora ones were great. They had like police chase and jumping over ramps and all sorts of stuff. They were great. And I think they licensed them out to like Dukes of Hazzard and stuff as well. I
remember buying the police car, the Aurora police car with the flashing lights. That was really good. You know,
I remember seeing the ad for that one and being so jealous.
Yeah.
It was so great. Yeah.
I spent all my pocket money on Aurora.
Yeah.
But yeah, I should maybe visit the loft one day and try and figure out where everything is.
It's still up there. Oh wow, that's amazing. I have to get that.
It'll all be just dumped. Probably all the cars would need servicing.
Probably, yeah. Tell you what, probably worth a little bit if it's in good nick.
I think I had a look on the eBay. Not particularly anything that's kind of used. No real value. Obviously, if it's brand new and pristine, you may get some decent value. But probably just, I don't know, too niche. Maybe, I don't know. Can it be too niche?
Tell Sword in the Storm to stop it. It's a family stream.
It's always better if they have a slot. Behave. Okay. That's TCR, everybody.
Oh, someone's got a fridge on.
Yes, Swappers, have you got your microphone in the fridge?
No. My microphone might be playing up. I don't know because it was picking up strange ambient sounds last week, and I don't know why it's doing it.
What's this television toys? I don't know, cars.
I think it's just generic toys. Really, they don't not really fitting any
TV.
Yeah, why not TV? Why not? Not transvestite.
My friend had the Knight Rider car, but the other stuff, no. I've only seen the Knight Rider one. That always puzzles me. Hardcastle and McCormack, whether it was, I've never ever watched it. Or when it was on British TV, all I saw was the opening sequence. The music, and I saw that car, and that was it. I never watched the show. I don't even know what it's about. What is it about?
To be honest with you, I can't quite remember. I remember sitting down to watch an episode because I liked the car, and then just losing complete interest in what was going on, waiting for the car to turn up. And the car was on screen for like 30 seconds, and the episode was over. So I don't really remember much about it. It's something to do with crime fighting or something like that.
What?
All right.
Prof, do you know, what was it, McCormick?
Hardcastle and McCormick.
Is he still there? Prof, are you alive?
I don't know. He's gone off somewhere.
Okay. I think it was the same. Was it the same writer as the A-Team? Same creator?
Yes, I think so. Yeah. Yeah, it was.
Was it Was it like a detective and a
judge?
Oh, judge and sport.
Yeah. It was a judge and I can't remember, private detective, or I can't.
I can't remember.
Yeah, that Robin figure looks quite good, actually.
Yeah, it does. Superpowers was. I think these are sort of generic TV show based toys that were around at the time. So the Robin ones from there was a Superpowers cartoon that was around, and all I think we've dealt with Superpowers figures a couple of weeks ago. Anyway, the sort of the 4-inch, 5-inch sized superhero toys from DC. So I'm not quite sure which ones these are. They've got some kind of play features going on, so they might have like action features with them or something like that by the look of it. But the others are shows that had toys for them, but not a full toy range, if you know what I mean. So,
Okay.
How big were these cars though? Because the Street Hawk thing looks really tiny. The Knight Rider one looks really big, and the Cormac one, and the Fall Guy one.
I cannot find it anywhere, but I found it last week. Now I don't know where it is. I do have a Fall Guy Hot Wheels.
Nice.
Somewhere. So yeah, I found a little small, Hot Wheels, Matchbox car size. I happened to find that in a bunch of the stuff that I had. I didn't even know I still had it. But yeah, no, I'm not sure where it is now. I packed everything back up after last week.
Professor, do you know the show Hardcastle and McCormack? What was it about? We're trying to figure it out.
Oh, it was pretty typical of a lot of the shows at the time. It was some detectives, private investigator kind of thing.
Oh, right.
Okay. I never really watched a whole bunch of it. I remember seeing some of it. I remember some of the like the theme song and stuff like that. But it wasn't one that I watched a whole lot of.
Same here.
Saturday night television, ITV. I remember watching all of it.
It was. ITV used to buy a lot of imports from America for Saturdays, didn't they? And BBC One used to do it as well. But then BBC One started making their own shows, and then and then the American exports stopped coming.
Oh, so that was it. It was the older guy was a retired judge. And they're working together to look at cases that got dismissed on technicalities while he was a judge. That was the hook.
Oh, okay.
Okay. Shall we do the next one then?
Indeed.
Oh, what's this?
Now, these were around in the 90s. So following the movie and the fact that I think the movie was like a 15 in the UK. Well, I don't know what it was in the States. But because kids being kids love adult films, they all kind of found Terminator 2 to be an amazing experience when they watched it with their parents probably. And I think this toy company, I can't remember who did it now, it might have been Kenner or Hasbro, probably Hasbro. Thought, there's a gap in the market here. Kids are interested in our characters. Let's knock out some action figures. So we got this lot.
After all these years, you would think that the studios would realize that if something is a 15 or even an 18 and it has fantasy in it, kids are gonna somehow find a way of watching it or seeing it. Do you know what I mean? And so therefore, using that logic, you'll make proper toys based on the actual film itself for kids, because kids will literally find a way of seeing it. But no, they're stupid, aren't they? These things weren't even in the movie. Arseholes. I just really hate toy manufacturers that don't copy what's in the movie.
Here you go. Bush, McFadden, hello, Bush. Numbers wrenched. I had the arm, skeleton, and T1000.
1000.
Cool.
Oh.
I got to play with the giant, I think it might be 12-inch figure on the right with all the electronic features.
Oh, yeah.
Right.
Someone's, the same guy that brought the alien figures into work, his son was in R&D for Hasbro, I think, and he got the giant Terminator and brought that into work so everyone could have a mess around with it. So that was fun. It sort of said all the lines pretty accurately from the film. The sunglasses popped up and the eyes lit up. So it was all right. There wasn't not much articulation in it or anything, so it was kind of something you'd leave on the shelf really as an adult, but kids would probably play along with it. But the smaller figures and stuff, they were pretty much based on scenarios from T2 the movie. And on the top left, you've got the skin covering machine thingy, where you put in the endo skin. You pour the goop over it and it solidifies, and you can sort of break it off to reveal the skeleton underneath.
Gap After Dark, numbers wrenched, nice pussy. Swappers, you got to play with 12 inches. What?
Yeah. It doesn't look like a good toy to play with. It really doesn't. If it can't bend its elbows and its knees, just forget it.
Yeah,
What is
especially for the day when these came out, right? Like these,
Yeah.
at this point, like the toys had advanced a lot. You had some really articulated, well-made toys, and frankly, these are kind of cheap looking for the day. So
Yeah. I mean,
not all that impressive.
I didn't get any of these because, you know, I was a fan of G.I. Joe toys, and the G.I. Joe had the best articulation ever.
Oh yeah.
And if a figure couldn't match that, I didn't want to know. It's like, no, it's a baby's toy. I don't want to play with that. You know, if you can't put it in action poses and make it drive vehicles properly and make it look like it's sitting in the seat and operating the controls, then why would you do it? You know, it just looks crap. So
that always got me when I was a kid, when I got a toy, especially a figure, why it couldn't do that. And I still think it's stupid today if they make toys like that. As I said, the Iron Man one, you couldn't even bend it. You couldn't bend it in an action pose. What is the point of giving that to a kid? What's he going to do with it? You might as well just use that as a doorstop. Do you know what I mean? It's just a big block of plastic. That's all it is. If you can't pose the action figure, what is the point?
Maybe this was just a bit of a quickie cash grab.
Yeah, probably.
The movie was successful. Let's see if we can knock something up.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
Shall we? I wonder, are they still collectible? Do we think? Probably not.
Probably.
I think there's probably people out there that do collect these. Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't say they're mega popular or sought after, but I mean, I've been in some retro toy shops where they've got them all in mint and card and in box and stuff, and they do sell.
Okay, Bush McFadden numbers wrenched. They were collector's items. Oh, there you go. Yeah, I would imagine if they're unopened with back card,
yeah,
that's where the money's worth. That's where the money is, isn't it?
Like an £8, what was it originally, £8, $10 figure in the 90s is probably now worth about 20, 30 maybe, if it's in the best condition.
I was watching a review on Commander today by Oliver Harper. I don't know if you ever watched his channel. He was reviewing Commando, and after he reviewed it, he does like the computer games and the toys. And there was a couple of toys that they did for Commando, and it really looked like Arnie, and it looked articulated. So bloody hell, they can do it when they want to do it. You know,
when they want to. Yeah.
Right.
Okay, shall we move on then? Yeah.
Yeah. Thundercats.
Oh yes.
Thundercats. You go on then.
So this is.
I remember the show. That's it.
The animated show was incredible.
Amazing. Yeah.
Beautiful animation, amazing character designs, and it was like not really like anything out there at the time. The toys were really intriguing, but I mean, I didn't get any of these because, again, they suffered from the same problem as the Terminator figures that we just saw, which was very limited articulation. They did have some good play features and accessories, though, and they were tempting to me at the time because I was really into the cartoon, but I just thought, I know I'm going to be dissatisfied, with just the 5 points of articulation. So never pulled the trigger on any of these. So there were like some tiny ones as well, some really kind of, I think they're about sort of 3-4 inch tall ones that were just figurines, and they didn't articulate, and you can use with different scale play sets, but these were the main ones, the actual articulated figures. They think these were about 7 or 8 inches tall. So these were super popular, as I recall it. Anyway,
They were, yeah, they were. I never got them. I didn't know any friends that had them. I only know the cartoon. I knew they sold the toys, but I was too old to play with dolls at that moment in time.
I was about that on the edge of that point. I think, these were a bit too young for me.
When was Thundercats out?
86.
Okay.
I was secondary school.
Yeah.
Probably a little bit old. I was a little bit old for this.
Yeah.
I loved the show. Loved the show. And I had a number of the toys. Didn't have as many as I had a cousin that had a bunch of these. He had the car, the little battle tank thing that they rode in, Thunder Tank. He had a whole bunch of the figures. They were fantastic. They were so cool. But I did have some of these, and then later on, I ended up all the ones that I had all the accessories and everything, and ended up selling it to a friend who was a collector. But yeah, these were cool toys and a fantastic show.
Guess what? The cats woke up.
He wants food.
Well, there's food for downstairs.
He wants food in your bedroom.
Oh my god! I should just stream with the cats. Okay. Anybody get any Thundercat toys? Anybody got any?
Nah,
Prof, you get any?
Yeah. I had some. I had some of these. Not a lot.
Collectible still?
Oh, these are very collectible.
Very,
Really?
very collectible. Yes.
Because people got such nostalgia for the cartoon. And these were really well-made figures, even though they weren't really great with articulation. They're very well-made, and a lot of care was put into the sculpts and stuff, and they were very screen accurate, so they're very collectible now.
Yeah. They're well sculpted, and they were, each character too. One thing that tended to happen with, like, say, the He-Man, which was kind of contemporary to this, was a lot of the figures, like the bodies were basically the exact same. They just made them in different colors of plastic and put a different head on it, right? And then they had different accessories, where these were all unique. Every one of the figures was uniquely designed and had its own proportions. They were really good. They were really well painted. These were great figures. I loved these.
Durkee face numbers eventually. Mate. Was the cartoon that good? Wasn't it Roland Rat Fodder?
No, I mean it was kind of fantastical, but the animation is what did it. It was incredible.
It is. What's strange about it is that if they made a real life version of this, those characters, the main characters, would look quite ugly because they're like half cat, half human.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Could you imagine? The cartoon looks great, but
they'd all have blue hair now, wouldn't they? The bomb's going to go up in a minute. Yeah.
Yep. A funny anecdote. Many years later, I was working in a business and had a client that came in and was getting her name and everything down on the paperwork, and she said her name was Chitara. I said, "I'm sorry, what?" Chitara. Oh, okay.
Well, spelled the same way.
Spelled the same.
Oh my god!
Wow.
Couldn't believe it. I was like, had a client today named Chitara. Fantastic.
Franco Walker, Ranch was spot there. Franco Swappers cut the red wire.
They're all red wires.
Time is going off.
No,
you're not sitting
the green
on the toilet,
wire.
are you? Yeah, no, you're not sitting in a toilet, are you? Like Riggs and
Are you actually
Murtaugh?
sitting inside the microwave?
No, he's obviously
Obviously
too
not.
much noise. He's muted himself. Too much
Yeah,
noise.
okay, just as a side note, did anybody see that video of the American sprinter getting nicked by the was it the Florida Highway Patrol or something the other week?
No.
Prof?
Not sure. I heard about it.
Her name was Shakari.
Oh, okay.
You know who I'm on about, don't you?
Yeah.
The American
Shakari.
Yeah. Everybody's laying into her on the social media, and I thought, okay, obviously parents are Star Trek fans. So anyway, okay. Boring side note. Kill the stream. Let's move on then.
What's next? I remember the advert for this.
Tin Can Alley.
Did we sell this over here?
Yeah,
I can't
sold it
remember.
over here.
We did. I remember
Ideal.
the ad.
We had Ideal in the UK.
Yeah.
Advertised by Chuck Connors on the box and in the ad.
That
as
was
well.
it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Interesting because they would never allow this today, especially in our country.
Absolutely.
This, yeah. So it's essentially a BB gun, isn't it? Isn't it?
No, it was light. It was a light gun.
What was it? It used a beam that comes out the bottom of the gun. And
Yeah, it was like an infrared thing. Yeah, so you had the cans that you lined up on top of the little fence post there, but there was the fence post that got the light beam would shoot at it. Yeah,
I see.
and it would hit those little targets, and then that would cause it to
Hit
they
can.
kind of it'd fire like a little. The platform would pop up and the can would fly off the top.
Yeah,
I see. Okay, I thought it was a BB gun.
It looks like one.
It's designed to look like that, but it just uses. You can kind of see it there where there's the barrel there, but underneath it there's kind of a round thing. It's basically a flashlight that lights up when you pull the trigger.
They could make a great. If they used modern technology to make this.
Be amazing.
Increase the range. It would be great fun, I think.
Durkee McDurkey face numbers wrenched. This was fantastic. Rubbish only working from about 4 feet, but fantastic.
I always wanted it. I always saw it in the ads. I thought it was great, but it was one of those things that was. People probably thought it was too old for me, so they never.
Do we know what year? Why am I
70?
thinking kind of late 70s?
Yeah, 76, maybe 77.
No, it'll be later than that.
That's when Chuck Connors was quite big, wasn't he, at the time?
Yeah.
What was that show that he was famous for on TV? Chuck. Anybody?
Chat help us out. I don't know.
Is it?
Was he more of a film star?
No, Prof. Well, Prof's probably not there, but
No, Chuck Connors. I'm trying to remember.
Is it called with branded or something like that?
I think that was it. Yeah.
Where
I think it was
off his. Yeah.
I think it was Branded. Was the TV show? Yeah, he did.
Okay.
Or no, his Rifleman. Rifleman was what he was best at.
Cartoon
Rifleman.
Man numbers wrench. Hello, mate. Man, 150 to 200 on eBay.
Yeah, I know, because it's a classic toy. That's why it's so expensive.
Steve,
you've got a complete one in good condition.
Yeah, Steve's on top of it. Yeah.
Steve Cosboom Ranchler, Steve, the
Rifleman.
He did Branded as well. Branded was also it, but Rifleman was the one he was more known
50
for.
years ago.
I was pretty close.
Oh, well done.
I always remember the start of Branded. My dad used to watch it. Him being stripped.
Had a great theme song.
Yeah.
Yeah. What would you do when you're branded? And you know you're a man.
Yeah.
It's a great theme song.
Yeah.
Khalid Sawar numbers wrenched. Hello, my friend. I had this and I was boss at it.
This is proper 1970s nostalgia, doesn't it? It really takes you back to when you were a kid and seeing the adverts and the shows and everything, and the presents we all got. Just amazing.
Very problematic now, though.
Oh yeah. Which is why it should get re-released, just to stick it to the libs. Yeah.
Yeah, for once, it's like the Pepsi full sugar variety. It'd be like the Pepsi Max now, wouldn't it? That is a proper 70s toy, yes?
It's a proper toy. Full stop. That's what it is. It's a toy, it's a great toy as well.
It's a 70s toy because it was before, things started getting censored, wasn't it?
Yeah. Yeah, simple, very simple. It's like what is it? That's true. It's like what is it? Hungry Hippos is very simple. Was it Rock'em Sock'em's very simple. Snap is very simple. Those games play for ages, can't you? This is simple. Shoot the cans.
What? Shit the cat? What?
Shoot the cans. Or is it shoot the glass?
Shoot the glass!
Shoot the glass.
Okay, that's Tin Can Alley, everybody. Did look good. The TV, it looked great on the commercial.
The ads were amazing.
I remember the ads. Yeah,
they're on YouTube. Yeah, they're on YouTube. They're great.
Did you say you owned this Swappers?
I did not. I was too young.
Yeah, this is the 70s we're talking about here, aren't we? 70s.
Yeah, 50 years old.
Yeah.
Yes, Cat. Okay.
I don't remember this. What's this?
I remember these. Tomitronic 3D. Cat, be quiet.
Don't remember this at all.
You put them up to your eyes. It's like a stereoscopic binocular type thing.
Mm.
Yeah, they were good. I remember. I don't
And
think
you play
I
games when you're looking through it, or is it just pictures, or what? What's the score with that?
If I remember right, I think my friend had one of these, and it was almost like, do you know, like the vision, the binoculars that Luke Skywalker used in the movie.
Mm. Yeah.
Looking, I would say they're kind of modelled on those, but obviously it'd be a game inside. So yeah.
So how
You
big
put
are
them
these things? Are they small?
Well,
Do you remember the old ViewMaster?
Yeah.
They're just tiny bit bigger than that.
Yeah, they're just a little bit bigger.
And they're kind of an LCD style game, but it's illuminated from the window on top. So you hold that in the daylight and it illuminates the game.
Doing.
Oh, okay. Cool.
Hmm.
You know what? Right, I know what Swab is going through. He's in his kitchen and people are in there. My kitchen's all just like further away from me. I can hear my brother making my food. So luckily I'm in my bedroom. So
I've got the cat. Welcome to Ambient Noises on Ambient Noise Alliance. Okay. Shall we move on from this? That's Tomitronic. Prof, you didn't have one of these, did you?
No, I've actually played with a couple of these before, but I never had one of these on my own. Yeah, these were kind of cool. I mean, they were these cheap little LCD games, right? They weren't all that engrossing, but it was kind of neat to be able to hold it up and it sort of had a 3D effect to it and everything. It was neat.
Okay. Tonka. Anybody?
Oh, we had tons of these. Yeah. Man, every red-blooded boy in America had Tonka trucks growing up.
Yeah.
These were around for ages too, because they were made tough. They were made of cast iron and all, everything. So they were durable. These were generational toys you kept around for ages.
Yeah,
I remember
these were toys you could use outdoors as well.
Mm-hmm.
So
I remember the advert. Do you remember the advert where they had a real truck and had the toy truck, and the real truck would push the toy truck down this huge cliff face, and it rolled and rolled, and when it ended up the bottom, it was still all right. It wasn't breaking or anything. Yeah, I remember the ad. Yeah.
MC wrenched proper boys' toys.
They were indeed.
So
out in the sand pit, digging in the garden, and you just
these
it all up.
Things were so big. My friend had the dumper truck at the bottom.
Yeah, I
remember it being very, very big.
Yeah, it was. You could sit on it basically and get pushed along.
Why don't they make toys like this anymore?
Never had a Tonka toy. Wish I did.
Well, you didn't have much of an outdoors sort of area, did you? I don't think, to play with it.
No, we didn't. Not even a garden.
You could have had Evel Knievel trying to fly into the back of the dump truck.
That would have been brilliant. What a great crossover.
We got nicked. Yeah.
It's a shame we don't get toys like this anymore for kids.
They're too focused on the screens on their devices, aren't they?
No, but they'll say it's too dangerous because if you look at those things, they do have sharp edges, and it's cast iron metal, so they'll probably say it's too dangerous. They'll have to file down the sides and everything, and you know what I mean.
Make them of plastic instead of any kind of hard material, so you can't injure themselves.
Punchable face.
That's what it is. Pussification of the Western world. That's what we're looking at.
Punchable face, Reg. Sure, mate. I had the dumper, and my mum injured her toe when she walked.
I bet. Yeah.
There you go.
It was so well made, though. Tonka was such a brilliant company, and they really made high quality stuff. And like you say, you buy one, and it lasts for years and years and years, and it could take serious abuse.
Yep.
Was this a British company or American? Do we know?
I don't know, to be honest. I couldn't tell you. But they were everywhere in the UK, so I always thought they were UK, but they might be owned by an American company.
I'm thinking late 70s.
Yep. Yeah,
Was
mid
it
to
late
late.
Yeah, mid to late. Yeah,
Went right the way through the 80s as well. Super popular.
It's proper
Mm.
toys, really. That's what it is.
Mhm. Proper tactile participation toys where you just used to be outside for hours and hours and hours on end, just having a whale of a time in the garden on a nice day.
American.
There you go.
Okay. Probably made in China now. Okay.
Ugh.
Shall we move on then?
Yep.
Top
I remember these.
trumps.
Hmm.
I think I actually had that Grand Prix cars top trumps. Christ.
But my friends used to have the horror ones.
Mhm.
But it was a thing in the I think it was the 70s where kids used to have them in school. If
Yep.
the teacher caught you with them, he would confiscate them, and you'll never see them again. But
That's
I remember
strange, isn't it? That?
Yeah, it is.
It's not like they were explicit or anything. No, they weren't kind of adult. They were kind of made for kids.
Yeah,
Mm.
yeah. It was the thing to have when you were
Mm.
when I was in primary school. Kids had them all the time.
Yeah, we had quite a few endless games with this. I think it was Cars, the one I had, just regular cars.
Mm-hmm.
So me and my car loving mates were all playing in the playground at lunch and stuff. And then since I got to secondary school, there were people playing Scabby Queen with them. And I've never heard of what Scabby Queen was, right, before I went to I watched them playing it, and I thought, oh, this is horrendous. Not only is it an abuse of a pack of cards, but they're physically injuring each other playing it. So basically, if you lost a round...
Oh, it's the knuckles, isn't it?
Yeah, you had to put your knuckles out. And then they kind of arrange the cards in such a way where it makes kind of like an abrasive... I don't know what you call it, serrated edge, and then they'd slam each other's knuckles multiple times with however many times they lost or whatever it was.
I remember that.
And then right until then, and they keep doing it right up until their knuckles bleed. I was just watching them like during break times, going, "This is horrible! Oh my god, these people are masochists!" I was just horrible, complete abuse of decent playing cards.
What was that game called, Swappers, where you'd have top trumps, or you'll have football cards or with football players on it, and he used to put it up against the wall, line up against the wall, and he used to flick them. And if you got all four down with a flick of another card, you would own those cards.
Oh wow, I didn't know I played that. No,
yeah, it was big in my primary school. Kids were playing it all the time.
I've played 52 card roundup.
Is that what it was called? I don't know.
That was a joke. Never mind.
I know it was a joke, but I was trying to.
Who hasn't played 52 card pickup?
Yeah. I've never played Top Trumps. I've seen a deck of these before.
What?
I've never played it.
I think you can buy them. I think you
can still get these.
Yeah, you can buy them now. Yeah, they are a thing. Yes.
I think I actually saw a pack of these recently at like Target. I think, like in the games section, but no, it's not a game I have ever played.
Yeah, they're a lot of fun. They're a lot of fun. But I mean, we're going back like before any kind of personal electronic devices. So if you're on a car journey somewhere, or you're going to the shore, and it was a bit boring, you didn't have much to do, you pull out your pack of top trumps and have a quick game with your brother or friend or whatever. And it whiled away the time, those periods when you were stuck, you were in limbo and you didn't have any kind of entertainment whatsoever. And these days it's all about engaging the brain in your mobile phone or a device, isn't it? So we should just go back to these days, man. We didn't know how good it was and how much better it is than electronics.
I've got it. When we do our meetup, why don't we obviously
the game of Scabby Queen?
Yeah, we'll do with top trump cards. Yeah. Everybody brings one pack of top trumps cards with them. That's the stipulation, yeah.
You could, if they make Kurtzman track ones, then we could all like slam each other's knuckles with them, and it'd be sort of just as masochistic as watching the episode.
Yeah.
No, we'll just do the 52 card pickup, but nobody will pick them up.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, 52 card, leave them there.
MC Y70 wrenched. I do have a pack of Star Wars top trumps downstairs.
Oh wow! I don't think I ever saw Star Wars ones. I'd love to check those out.
Yeah, I've got some downstairs. If I'd been prepared, I could have brought them up. Never mind.
I did actually make my own packet in the 80s. I just made up some characters, made up some superhero characters, and designed my own images and stuff, and then wrote out the stats. And me and my friends just played on the characters I made up. Instead of buying a packet, we just made played the games of my homemade cards. So back when kids were creative.
This reminds me of when I was in primary school. It was Top Trump cards. It was $6 Million Man. It was Planet of the Apes. All that stuff reminds me of primary before I went to secondary. All of it. And Top Trumps does remind me a lot about my time.
It's a great game. I remember playing these at school, infant school, probably infant school. As I said, I had that pack of Top Trumps Grand Prix cars. I remember that.
Yeah, brilliant. I'll tell you what, when they inevitably switch off the internet, after they've got everybody hooked on it and they can't live their life without it.
Easy.
We're all stuck wondering how to entertain ourselves.
Swappers was right. Again, go on.
Top Trumps will make a massive resurgence in the shops and everyone will want a packet.
There you go.
Mark my words, it's going to happen.
Okay, so when we do the meetup, folks, anybody who turns up, cat, shut up, please. I think the cat just howls just to piss me off. We do the everybody brings Top Trumps. We could play Top Trumps in Witherspoons on the night out. That'd be everyone go, what the fuck are they doing?
Can you imagine that? Most people just wondering what the hell we're doing. We're all having a great time without our phones. Going back to old school 1970s.
Playing Top Trumps in Witherspoons.
Yeah. Brilliant. Set a trend, Brown. That's what we should do.
There you go, folks. That's Top Trumps coming soon to Mr. Brown Alliance meetup.
Ooh, what's this?
The swappers.
Hold on. Yes. This was just toy garages that were around at the same time as Matchbox and Corgi cars. So there were companies that made their own, and also there were independent third-party companies that made them to support existing cars that weren't made by Matchbox and Corgi or Hot Wheels. These were just beautifully made, really, really were, with little car washes and garages and petrol pumps and stuff.
Absolutely.
Yeah. The convoy truck stop at the top left there, I always wanted that one. They made it look amazing in the ads, but sadly too expensive for me.
Yeah. So that big old convoy truck, I have not actually seen any of these except for the convoy truck stop. They had that at the pediatrician's office when I was a kid. So at our doctor's office, they had a big play area over on the side, and they had this huge convoy truck stop. I spent so much time playing with this thing. It really was great. It was just as awesome as they would show in the adverts. Had all the little ramps you could drive up and down. Yeah, like little car washes and garages and stuff. There was a little lift thing that you could play with. It was super cool. Yeah,
you're lucky. You're lucky. At my GP, we had nothing like that. You have to sit down and shut up and wait to be seen by the doctor.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Well, again, this was specifically a pediatrician. They knew there were going to be lots of kids, and so they had a space set aside with some stuff to play with. There were Legos and there were Matchbox cars and stuff like that.
Look at the 1970s style architecture of these things, though. I just love that. It's like how certain buildings in cities used to look back then.
I keep going on about my friend, my best friend in the 70s, my neighbour, who, looking back, he was a spoilt bastard. He had the one on the bottom right.
I think that's the one I used to have as well.
Yeah, I remember that.
Yeah.
He had all the best toys. I'm not bitter.
No, of course not. Of course not. But yeah, very well made. Just brilliant. Absolutely brilliant.
Do they still make toys like this?
It's a good question.
You think so? You can buy little cars. Yes, no.
I don't think so. The last toy shop I went into was it's closed down now. What's it? Oh, Jesus, I forgot what it was called. But all the toys were modern. There wasn't anything like this. If you went to buy something for a little boy, you'd be hard trapped to try and get something like this for him. I don't think they sell these anymore.
Too gender specific, yes.
Yeah.
Okay. Should we do the next one?
Yeah, it's not inclusive enough for girls and girlish boys.
No.
Yeah.
This was probably me who added this one. Thunderbirds, or was it? I can't remember.
I'll let you talk about this for a minute then.
Well, one, I never had them. I'd one. Obviously, I was massively into Thunderbirds in the 70s.
Hold on. So what does the toy look like? All I'm seeing is the box.
The illustration.
So it's just the island then.
On the box.
Hmm.
Yeah. Thunderbirds had a massive resurgence in the 90s, early 90s, when it was repeated on, was it BBC 2, 6 p.m.?
Yeah. Yeah.
So it had a massive resurgence. And I think Matchbox got in there pretty quick. They couldn't make these, if memory serves me correct, Matchbox couldn't make enough of these. So there were shortages of Tracy Island. Hence, do you remember when Blue Peter did the make your own Tracy Island out of bog paper and sticky back plastic?
I don't remember.
Yeah, I think it was it Cynthia Turner making... Yeah, you go, look. Cheers, Punch. Oh. Remember when Blue Peter made their own? Yes.
Yeah, but you can't beat the real thing, though. Do you know what I mean?
Couldn't buy. They sold out, and they sold out, and they were going for hundreds of pounds on the black market because this was the present the kids wanted because of the Thunderbirds.
I like Thunderbirds, but I wasn't really a big fan of Thunderbirds. When I was a kid, I used to think their heads were too big for their bodies, and I was like, yeah. And then when I saw Captain Scarlet, that's the thing I gravitated towards because they looked proportioned, and it was quite violent as well. So I liked Captain Scarlet more than Thunderbirds.
Was Scarlet after Thunderbirds or before?
Sorry, Scarlet was after. I think.
Oh, okay.
I think it was after. Yeah, it was after. In the first episode of Captain Scarlet, he gets killed. He gets shot and he falls off this fucking big. Was it skyscraper thing? He falls to his death. Do you know what I mean?
Can't remember.
Yeah, it's got a lot of shooting in there. People die in Captain Scarlet. Unlike Thunderbirds was played for laughs, wasn't it? Majority of it, anyway.
It's the 60th of Thunderbirds this year, so I think a lot of the toys are getting reissued. Some of the corgi things are getting reissued.
Mm.
Yes, Cat. Yeah.
I remember the first episode of Thunderbirds. That was quite exciting.
They recently showed those at the theatre again, didn't they? For the 60th.
Have they?
Yeah, they recently showed them. Yeah, was it end of last year? Really good.
Did have a talk as well afterwards because not a lot of them are alive now, are they? The people that were involved in Thunderbirds.
Yeah, I think they played the first 2 episodes on like selective release. Yeah. But yeah, Thunderbirds is great.
Derek Meddins, if it wasn't for Derek Meddins, Thunderbirds would not exist at all. Derek Meddins, he did all the effects and majority effects. And
yeah, if it wasn't, here you go, Rust in Peace, Numbers Wrench, we'll spot them out. Team America will mean I can never look at puppet shows the same way again.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's what inspired them,
they were.
They wanted to make a Thunderbirds because they loved it so much. They loved the show so much, but they couldn't because somebody else. Riker was making the movie, wasn't he?
Riker did a fucking awful job. In fact, whoever wrote the script did not know what Thunderbirds was all about. It was absolutely awful, that film. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Prof, anything to add?
Thunderbirds was never a property I was really interested in.
Really?
I saw a few bits of it when I was younger. It was just never something I spent a lot of time with. and the new. I did see the newer the film that came out a little while ago, but
awful.
the less said about that, the better.
It's funny because, you know, even though I like Sophia Miles, it should have definitely been the girl who plays Purdy. I can't remember. Joanna Lumley should have played her. They should have had adults playing those characters,
old.
shouldn't
Oh.
they?
Okay.
Because the original cast was Joanna Lumley, Bob Hoskins as Parker. I can't remember who played Tracy, but they had all these big stars. And then once what's his name was attached to it, he decided to make it into a kids thing. It's like, fuck, what's wrong with
Yeah, it
you?
was garbage.
Yeah.
It was all there, but it's just the story was shit.
Yeah. Well, it was just the wrong approach to a classic TV show.
Yep. Okay, let's move on then.
Ooh,
Transformers. And we're
I
not
had
talking
that
about
one
those.
the bottom right. I had that one. Did anybody have trouble trying to put it back as a vehicle? Because I always just have trouble trying to put it back as a vehicle.
I think I had one Transformer, and it was it the Starscream jet?
He's second row down on the left in the middle.
Wow.
That was the only one I had. The jet. Was it like the F-15?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I had the one on the right bottom, and my brother
Sat on
had
it?
the tape recorder one, which is on the left, the bottom left. He had that one.
Swappers, you were into these.
Still am.
Really?
Yeah, I've got 4 glass cabinets in one of my rooms upstairs full of these, but not the original 1980s ones, but they're all modern ones. But the one on the bottom right, Optimus Prime, that just got re-released recently. I mean, they've had re-releases of a lot of these over the years, but the one on the bottom right has been re-released last year as in their new Missing Link line, which means they've taken the original toys, which were kind of bricks, really. They didn't have much articulation. They couldn't do much apart from transform. And the re-release of Optimus Prime on the bottom right there, and depicted in this actual very image, they've added all modern articulation to him. So and you can actually pose him in really cool action poses now. Comes with all the original accessories, the trailer, really great quality materials. You can turn his head, bend his knees, do everything. And he's even got an ab crunch as well, which is just crazy. He's got the matrix in his, it's everything. So I had to get that immediately. I had to buy it because it's such a great piece of nostalgia. But it's what I always wanted the original toy to be, because the original release was always so limited. And the new one's just absolutely gobsmackingly great because it's, you know, combines the nostalgia with modern engineering.
Didn't they have ones where it would actually transform itself with a motor in it and stuff and go back to its original form and then transform into a robot? Didn't they have them? Didn't they?
They had some like that, but they were very, very basic. So they didn't really do much.
There's one of them right there, actually. I think these are called dual changers. The one that's there in the center, that's actually 2 different. There's a jet and a tank, and you would take the 2 of them, and when you push the jet onto the top of the tank, the 2 pieces sort of folded over the top of each other and then sprung out with had spring. It was like spring loaded, and so that middle one there is one of those. It's sort of it's real basic. It just sort of folds out into that. These are I actually used to have a ton of Transformers. These are the only ones I still have or still have in one piece. The one over on the left is one of the original or the second generation of line. It's mostly plastic, where a lot of the earlier ones were there. I don't remember the name of that particular Transformer, but it's one of the few I still have that's in a lot of in all in one piece anyway. And then one of the Insecticons over there, I don't remember the name of that one. It was like it transforms into a grasshopper.
I'll
And
help
then-
you out with this. I'll help you out. The one in the center is called Battle Trap.
Okay.
That's Wheelie on the bottom left.
Yep.
Who's in Transformers the movie? Absolutely.
Yep. That's where that
awful
one came
looking-
from.
Awful looking robot mode, but the car mode looks great.
Yeah.
And that's Kickback, the Insecticon, one of my favorite Insecticon. And that is, I can't remember, it might be Camshaft, one of the Omnibots, which were mail away figures, which you couldn't buy in shops. And it had these awesome sort of mask-like play features where you press certain buttons and guns would spring out of the robot and vehicle mode, which was absolutely incredible. But again, not much in the articulation, but some great play features still. But yeah, I never got the Omnibot, sadly. I had Wheelie here and Kickback. That was it. The other two were out of my reach, sadly.
So there's a closer shot of that one there. But yeah, those are all I still have. Again, I used to have quite a few of these. I had most of the ones that I had were later generations. But this was always one of my favorites. I loved this car. The transforming mode and the car mode both looked great.
Was it Ferrari GTS or something like that? I think.
Yeah. It's like it's a Ferrari, Lamborghini, something like that. Yeah.
Oh, well done for keeping them, though. I mean,
Yeah.
you know.
Well, again, I probably have another dozen of them that fell apart or got busted or got sold or whatever. But yeah, those are the ones I still had around that I could still find. So yeah,
I don't have any of my old toys. All my old toys are gone.
They were sat on, weren't they?
One of them was, yeah.
Okay.
I really wish I had my my Moonraker Airfix model back, though. That one I really
Well, I
miss.
destroyed mine.
Oh,
Like, as what kids do, build it, keep it for a bit, and then get bored of it. I don't
Wreck it.
know. Yeah.
throw it out your window on fire.
Set fire to it or something. Yeah. Okay. Anything to add with the Transformers then? Are they still as popular as ever, these?
Not really with kids as much, more with adult collectors. Every time Hasbro announces a new one, collectors are just rabid for these things. So, and they're still making them now. They're still making them probably in equal numbers as they made these because the fans are still out there and they're still buying them. They still want them. And it's just, they've just got older. And I guess I'm one of them, really. Although I've got a very selective collection. You know, I can't buy everything because there's hundreds and hundreds of these things available and they're ridiculously expensive. So you have to be very picky with what you get. But, you know, I'd like to just think I'd get my favorite characters. But yeah, they're still popular now.
Are the modern equivalents better made, better engineered?
They're not necessarily using better materials, but they are better engineered and they transform in a more complicated way.
Yeah, they're much more complex. Yeah.
Yeah.
I did find this one. This was an 84 Gen 1. It's Overdrive and he's a red Ferrari 308.
That's it.
Yep.
Yeah. I always saw the Omnibots in those little sort of kind of leaflet catalogs they used to package with the figures. And remember seeing them thinking, like, well, how can I get these? And you have to like buy about 5 figures and send off the credit points or something. And you get them through the post, you can mail away for them. And also probably pay for them as well as the credit points. So I never got them, sadly. They always looked amazing, though. You were so lucky for having that one. They're massive collector's items, the Omnibots.
Yeah, that was one that was a mail away. I'm looking on Fleabay over here. Ones that are in good shape are selling for over $100.
Yeah.
You know, average British nerd numbers, Reg, on it. The modern Transformers you can get are phenomenal.
Yeah, I mean,
technology.
The newest ones look like they did in the cartoon and also transform to look accurate in their other mode as well. So an accurate car, an accurate dinosaur, an accurate plane, whatever. Because the engineering is through the roof great. It's just incredible the way they've done it. And that's where the money goes for these things now. So a figure that probably cost about £10 in the 80s is probably now worth 50 plus as a new version of it, the modern versions of them, because there's so much work that goes into making them. And they are really expensive, but you can see where the money goes.
Are they still the same size as the 80s?
No, they're bigger. They're much bigger.
Oh, okay.
So toys are not for kids anymore, are they? They're for adults now. toys.
Mostly, yeah. Mostly, I
Yeah,
think so.
yeah. Especially the more, as they get more complex and they get more expensive, then obviously you're not going to be buying that for your kids. My son had some Transformers. He watched he was into the Rescue Bots, one of the more recent versions of the Transformers show, and he had a few of those. And actually, he had one of he had a Bumblebee toy that went with that we actually found out later was kind of valuable because it was they changed the model after like the first couple of versions that came out, and
Came
he had
out? What?
he had one of the earliest versions. Yeah, so we've still got it somewhere. So one day maybe it'll be worth something.
Here you go. Franco Walker. Wrenched. World of Sport. Hello, Franco. Kids don't want toys. They want iPads.
Well, from 1 to 5, they do. I should know. Well, my sister's kids every Christmas, like little Leo, he's 5 or 6, I can't remember, but he always prefers toys than computer games and stuff. So, so those kids. But beyond that, they're into their yeah. You ever see a mother? She's on her phone and the kid's screaming, and she gives the phone to the kid. Because there's stuff on there. It's ridiculous, isn't it? And they just sit there and they're on the phone playing some stupid game rather than give them a toy.
Such bad parenting. Such bad. It's just a terrible way to treat a child.
Yeah.
Side feet legend numbers wrenched. Kids are retarded now. It's just 6, 7 TikTok and pornography.
Yeah, they're retarded because they're using iPads. That's why.
Well, you see what's his name? Bless his soul. That actor, I can't remember his name now. Oh my God, my brain's gone on freeze. He was in Four Weddings and a Funeral, the main star.
Our favourites, Hugh Grant.
Hugh Grant.
Yeah, I saw
that. He was talking about schools, and he has kids now, and he was like, "I'm so fucking I'm so fucking upset that they're giving my kids free iPads,
Chromebooks,
and Chromebooks," and it's like, "Oh my God, is that what
it's
they're doing
always
now?
with that?" Yeah, my daughter will be headed to middle school next year here, and they starting in middle school, they assign them iPads or something.
There's some really nefarious ulterior motive going on here. I hate it.
Yeah. Didn't they learn how to write first and with proper pens and pencils? And calculate without a calculator. Shouldn't they learn how to do that first?
They do have to learn a lot of that stuff, but yeah, they have a whole bunch of activities. They don't distribute assignments on paper as much anymore. They're all on screens and
Hashtag Swappers was right. That's a new hashtag, everybody. You're welcome.
10 years time, we'll have progressed beyond Chromebooks and iPads, and they'll be putting brain chips into kids to do everything instead. So if you want to compete or be in school, you've got to implant your child with a brain chip and be one of the Borg.
Okay. Tron, I need to reset my mic. Who can fill for 2 seconds?
I was not a big fan of Tron. I think those toys look a bit dumb. Carry on. I would never buy this. Never. Anyone?
Yeah, I always wanted these when they came out, but again, their basic articulation, just 5 points. But they've got a nice kind of semi-transparent effect for each of the figures, which is quite cool.
But it's like they done the very minimum for these toys. It looks awful.
Yeah, these are really sort of basic, sort of early Star Wars sculpting, isn't it? They're just, not very attractive whatsoever. But the light cycles are where it's at, though, because you've got the pull cord, one of those pull cord toys. Where you feed the cord through it and rip it out, and then the bike speeds off like those crash 'em up cars last week. Yeah, but they look the bikes look amazing, but there's not an awful lot going on here. So this is more for nostalgia and shelf presence than really kind of making a recreation in your home of some Tron action scenes.
Who remembers the first time we saw the Borg in Star Trek Next Generation?
Oh, yeah.
I do. Yeah, it looks like a Borg.
Do you think that's where they ripped the design off?
It looks like
probably.
Top left.
Yeah. Does look like
it's obvious, isn't it?
Yeah. Those light cycles look crap. First of all, they're too wide. Second of all, it's like they've done a minimum to actually get
Minimum.
these toys out. You know, paint it yellow, paint it red. That's it. It really is a pathetic way
And
of introducing these toys to kids.
they don't glow, Ian.
Yeah, exactly.
Tell you what,
Or
though,
leave a light trail.
these go for a lot of money online.
Mm.
A lot of collectors love these.
What, the action figures or
All of them. Yeah, all of them.
Okay.
They stopped at the light cycles, unfortunately, so we didn't get the recognizers or the tanks or anything else. That would have been great.
Mm.
I think they did move. Hasbro did make a HasLab for these over the last year or so, where they were sort of all updated with new articulation and sculpting and everything. But I don't think it made its crowdfunding goal, so it didn't get made. But it looked amazing.
There you
But
go.
it was just so ridiculously expensive. There you go.
Mm.
Yeah.
So in Storm Wrench, they tried to make Tron HasLab for 260, but it didn't get funded. Damn.
Way overpriced.
It's like,
was
do you
too
remember
much.
when the Black Hole came out and they had the Black Hole toys?
Okay,
They were
man.
rubbish, right?
Mhm.
Vincent, right, should have been the size of the R2D2s they were selling. That's the size it should have been with detail and everything, right?
Yep.
Well, they brought it out. It was just a tiny little 1-inch figure, and it was ridiculous. You're like, what the fuck is this? Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
As a kid, you'll just look at that and go, how can I play with this? It's ridiculous.
Well,
They needed us in the boardroom, didn't they, when they're making the toys to give them advice?
Yeah.
That's what they needed.
Yeah, I mean, it's the same thing with this. You know, those bikes don't look right from the movie. Those figures look like it's been another mold from another toy. Do you know what I mean? It's pathetic, really pathetic.
It's come along. Toy engineering's come a long way since these days, but these are like crazy popular. If you can, they're super expensive online, so people really want these still.
No, dear.
Come on, people.
Size matters.
Rice and peas, runtings, man. Size
Again,
matters.
my friend built a I don't know how big it was, like 4 foot Vincent
Mhm.
for the same. So basically, I
Wow.
told you he built the Sulaco. He
Yeah.
built Vincent, right? Even
Damn.
down to, you know, the pattern that Vincent has on his metal helmet thing.
Mhm.
Even down, because it's got a pattern. When you look at the film very carefully, if you look at the model very carefully, down to the pattern, right? If he can do it, why can't fucking toy manufacturers do
Yeah,
it?
yeah.
Do you know what I mean? It's just,
Because
it's
we
really
wish it.
pathetic, isn't it?
It's a bit hard for toy manufacturers to recreate the hovering effect, though.
Yeah, but he had obviously had it on a pole, didn't he? And you know, had a platform where so he could stand. But again, right? I just think toy makers in those days were perfect. They would get the most simplest design and push it out there and expecting kids to. I was one of those kids that would look at that and
Well,
go, "Fuck, I ain't buying
A
that."
lot of the
It's nothing like
time,
one.
they were probably caught off guard by the popularity of
True.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So they had to
Have to
like
rush things out. Yeah, they have to
rush
just-
things
Yeah, so
out.
why did they rush though? I mean, I get it. The film's only in the cinema for a certain amount of time, right? But the thing is, though, if it's popular, take your time and make sure that the toys look good. Then you'll get people buy. Well, I don't know. Maybe I'm talking out my arse. I don't know. It just pisses me off when I was a kid.
They didn't have a lot of competition, a lot of companies, so they thought, well, minimum effort. You know, the kids aren't going to go elsewhere because we're the only ones, so they just knock them out, and you know,
Well,
people did buy them, but they weren't super popular
Was it
because
the Star Wars? Was it the Star Wars toys where they couldn't get them out in time for Christmas? So you got
Yeah,
a voucher
it was
for the
Star Wars.
following.
Yeah.
Get them
Yeah,
out.
but the thing is, though,
Get them out.
you can't-
What?
the Star Wars toys was one of the toys that was worth getting. I'm not talking about the little inch figures because I thought they were rubbish. I even think they're rubbish now. But the Walker, the AT-AT, the space snow station thing, you know what I mean, the Millennium Falcon. Those toys were worth getting because they actually look like the thing in the film. Plus, they were a good size. You can pick up the Millennium Falcon holding it by one of the legs and fly it around and play with it that way. It's just when they cheap out. It's just when I was a kid, it used to annoy me. Anyway,
Still does by the
still
sounds of it.
Still does, yeah. Still does, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Prof, anything to add, mate?
I never had any of these. I think I had seen some of these, like some of the little cars, little ripcord cars. I might have seen a couple of those at one point, but yeah, no, I never saw any Tron toys when I was younger. So these, to be honest, if I had seen them, these don't look great. So
I'm assuming
cared.
I'm assuming we won't be getting any Jared Leto toys.
Yeah. Turtles. Now these boys were okay. It's
Teenage
a shame they couldn't
Mutant
bend their
Turtles.
elbows. If they could have bent their elbows, it would have been fantastic. Because they
Elbows
do,
and
yeah,
they do look like the cartoon. They do.
these were
About it.
these were not Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles in the UK, correct? They were
Absolutely.
Mutant Hero Turtles.
Oh yes.
That was the change. Yeah, they couldn't let them be called ninjas.
Yeah, because I don't know, because BBC's stupid, and also we couldn't call Top Cat, could we? Because of the fish food for cats. There was a tin food called Top Cat, so they called it Boss Cat in the UK. BBC is so stupid, really are. But anyway, yeah, Hero Ninja Turtles they were called over here.
Anybody have any?
I bought one of these out of curiosity. I got the Raphael figure. I think I had two actually. I had Raphael and Leonardo because they were the best looking ones of the line because their faces were symmetrical, whereas the other ones are kind of grinning out one side of their face and it looks really bizarre. But they were the accessories and stuff were good, but they were so limited with their articulation. So they're obviously made for 5 to 10-year-olds, not at teenagers. So I just disappointing. Should have been far more. Because you want to put them on a shelf and pose them, make them look cool, and you just couldn't, sadly.
Always had the problems with toys like that. Always.
Yeah, never had any Turtles toys myself. I really liked the cartoon when it came out. It was a lot of fun. Enjoyed watching that with some of my friends and stuff after school back in the day. But no, I never was really into it enough to spend money on the toys.
I used to watch the cartoon, but if I missed it, it didn't bother me. But the movie, I thought was really good. The movie,
it was the first one.
The first one, yeah, with the Splinter looked really good as a Muppet, and the rest of them, yeah, obviously was Jim Henderson that did the effects in that. Really, really good movie. A well done movie, in my opinion.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. The way that they did the articulation for the faces of the of the characters and everything, not doing it with CGI, but doing it in camera with the effects of it, moving around, it was really good. It worked really well, despite a couple of scenes where the light hits things wrong and you can actually see the actor's face through their mouth. But that's otherwise it works really well.
Also, they went out the way to make them look as closer to the cartoon as possible.
Yeah.
And that was one of the best things about it. If you see the one with the CGI turtles, that was awful. They all looked ugly. Did you ever see that one? It was Michael Bay, wasn't it? He made that one. It was rubbish. That one.
I saw bits and pieces. I just clips of it. I didn't bother watching it. I knew I wasn't interested. They had changed the character of April. They had made some other stuff. I wasn't interested in watching that. So.
What's that? Michael Bay taking a classic, beloved franchise and beloved characters and turning them into an absolute piece of junk on screen. Wow.
I mean, imagine that
thing.
You know who was one of the turtles in the Michael Bay film? The guy who plays Reacher. He was one of the turtles.
What?
And on YouTube, there's an interview with him, and he was talking about how badly they treated him on the set. There was one point there because they were unknown. And because they weren't being seen, because they could replace them at any time, obviously, because the CGI was going to be they were the last people to leave the set. So they'll have all these special cars to pick up the technicians and the director and all that, and they had to wait. There was always the last people to be driven back to their hotel rooms. They treated them like shit, really, really treated them badly. So if you ever come across that on YouTube, take a look and see what he says.
There you go, folks. You.
Me?
And Megadeth Birdman. Wrenched. 2-0. Favorite Brendan Gleeson and why? What?
Yeah, but why do you do this to us? Brendan Gleeson's not.
Come on, Mega, give us some easy questions.
Yeah, exactly. It's like,
Fucking hell, you're getting very selective now.
Brendan Gleeson, man.
It was okay. I've got one.
Well, in Bruges.
Live, die, repeat, or whatever you call it.
I don't even like him. I think he's all right actor, but that's about it. I can't. I mean, he's in Bruges, right? It's the same guy, the big Irish guy, right?
Yeah.
Oh, I got that wrong. Yeah, him. Whatever.
Live, live, die, repeat. He was the general or something, wasn't
he? Yeah. He had one of his early things, but he had a role in Braveheart. But yeah, in Bruges, he was the main big character.
You know, he was in the first zombie film. What's that one?
Yes, 28 Days Later. That's what I was trying to think of. Yes, he had a good role in that. Yeah.
Yeah. The shame he looked up though, isn't it?
Yeah.
I've not seen it. Do I need to see that film? I've not seen it.
Yeah.
I'd say the first one is the one that's the most worth watching. It's pretty solid. Yeah. It has a slightly different take on the whole zombie genre.
Don't watch any of the others. The first one's the only one really worth watching.
Yeah, but be prepared to go back in time because the whole picture, the way they shot it, looks like VHS. So it's just if you can put up with that, it's fine. Okay. Yeah.
It's got some really good tense moments in it though, so it's
it
a
has,
good film.
Yeah, it has. Yeah.
Fave John Price. Why?
Who's John Price? What's he been in? Anyone?
Jonathan Price.
Oh, Jonathan Price.
Bond.
Yeah, James Bond, isn't it? What's that one called?
In it.
Tomorrow Never Dies. That's it.
He's
in that.
I mean, I'm gonna have to go with Brazil.
Yeah. Gonna say that.
That's gonna have to be the best Jonathan Price. I love that film. Yes, it's depressing as hell, but it's a good film.
Yeah, I do like he was great in Tomorrow Never Dies. I thought
he did a good job there.
He did. And he was hamming it up, wasn't he? Mm-hmm. Oh, he was only in that for a bit, was he not? Was he in that? I can't remember him being in that.
Probably Brazil.
A lot of in-camera effects in that film. Brazil, amazing effects in that film. In camera, most as well, amazing.
I picked up the 4K Blu-ray of that for Christmas, and I have not had a chance to watch it yet. I need to sit down.
Watch if it's got the making of on there. Watch how they did when he was flying.
Oh yeah, it's the if I'm not mistaken, it's the Criterion collection. Yeah. So if you've ever had one of those, it's got extras for days. So I'm sure there's some stuff in there.
Yeah, it's amazing what they did.
Okay,
me,
everybody. Okay, we may have done this, but I was struggling for you, so I just came up with UFO.
This is quite old, isn't it?
The original.
Toy.
Yeah, the original.
When did this come out? 70s?
Come out? What?
It would be
69, 70, I do believe.
I always had a problem with that design, especially in the TV show. It's like you've only got one rocket. Once you fired it, then what?
And you lose it. Yeah. That's why there was 3 of them.
Why? Couldn't you have more weapons on your? What is it called? The Inceptor? What's it? What the Inceptor?
The Interceptor. It not only did it have just the one rocket, but there's something about it that looks completely impractical. Does not look like it could fly.
Yeah.
Right? It doesn't have like wings or anything.
It was on the moon, didn't need to.
Also, right, when it fires its missile, it looks stupid without it. It just looks like there's something missing. And it's the missile that's missing. So, yeah.
They flew these more than just on the moon. You saw these flying in the atmosphere.
Yeah, on Earth.
They didn't.
Yeah,
did they? I didn't saw an episode of one of these.
I saw an episode where it was flying in
what?
the sky.
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
one of the
I think
early
so.
ones. One of the first few
Yeah.
episodes. There's these
Yeah.
flying these around.
Yeah.
That's one on screen now.
So
In
is this a
original-
Matchbox size version? Is it?
No,
or is it bigger
this is
than?
no. This is the original Dinky. This is the original Dinky issue. These would be worth a fortune now if you could get one of those.
Oh yeah, it would
What,
be.
what I'm asking is, how big is this? Is this like a Matchbox size, or is it bigger?
Bigger.
Bigger. Okay.
Yeah.
Looks. I wouldn't mind having one of them.
You know, the Matchbox and Corgi made a small size scale, and then they made a large size scale, didn't they?
You got 71.
Yeah.
This is equal to the large size scale.
Oh, okay.
Gotcha.
Okay. But wasn't it green in the TV show?
No, it was
Well, yeah.
white.
Well, yeah, I think you're right, actually. But I've seen shots from the show with green ones, whether they're on screen or not, I don't know. But it's like the Eagle transporters. They made bizarre colours as well that were in the show.
yeah.
The ones in the show were white. So, they probably did it the same with these.
I'll tell you
There you
what's
go.
better designed than that. The angels in Captain Scarlet. The angels.
Oh, the
plane-
Interceptor's pretty good. Yeah,
fantastic.
yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Cartoon Man 154 wrenched. I don't remember them flying in the atmosphere. It was Sky One was the Earth ship. You know, the submarine that
okay.
launched the
Okay.
Sky One.
Right.
Yeah.
Maybe I'm wrong. Yeah. Yeah.
The
You're
product.
right.
Yeah, they might have just been orbital. Maybe that might be misremembering.
this was lunar. The product was it 1612 or product enterprise models of these were pretty good from about 20 years ago.
What a great
good.
theme though to the TV show. Fantastic
Yep.
theme.
Yeah.
Don't do them anymore, do they? Themes.
No, they don't.
Okay, we got a new member. Here you go.
Maybe that in.
Look who it is, everybody. Romeo Tango November Zulu Wrench Spot became a YouTube member. Thank you, my friend.
Well done.
Fantastic.
Romeo Tango November Zulu. Hello, mate. Okay. Shall we move
along.
on?
What's next?
I think I added this. Utility
I remember
set.
this. Yeah,
Utility
I remember this.
set. Yeah.
I think my sister had this when she was 4 or 5.
Not your brother. Let's
No.
not get gender specific here. Come on.
I think it's quite. She had something quite similar. I don't think it was this Fisher Price one, but it was because like they all started coming out once one thing was
Coming out?
successful. Yeah, yeah.
They
All the toys started coming out.
What?
Yeah. So,
I do remember this toy. Yeah. In fact, I know for a fact my aunt who ran a daycare. There were some years where I had to stay there after school, and she had this exact one right here. Because I remember that the little knobs over on the right were to turn on the burners, and the burner was just clear plastic, but there was some red plastic underneath that fit underneath it. So when you'd turn it, it would push the red plastic up there to look like the burners were hot. Yeah, I remember that.
this toy won't be allowed today, would it? Because they'll say encourage kids to put their hand on the hot stove, wouldn't they? They'll say something shit like that.
I thought you were going to say 'cause it encourages gender norms or something like that.
Yeah,
That too.
probably more likely. Yeah.
Although,
That's
can you see the progressive graphics? Look at that, the rainbow graphics of the buttons. That's very progressive. In fact, it's all progressive.
No, it's a great thing for a little girl to play with. Boys wouldn't play with this.
Easy.
No. What do you mean easy? Come on, shut up. What are you talking about? This is I'm talking facts here. In
Okay.
those days, kids
Ian,
boys would never been seen dead playing with
Okay.
this, boys.
You could see any they them would be very happy with these nowadays.
No, I don't know.
He, him,
I-
she,
I-
him, she.
there are
her.
some boys that would play with this and be quite happy playing with this, but when I was growing up, it was a toy for girls. It was majority. It's a girl's toy.
Boosh McFadden numbers wrenched. Stand your ground, Mega Geek.
No, I just hate it when people, like when somebody's trans and he's obviously
Transformer.
a man, they would say,
Easy.
"Oh yeah,
you can get arrested
so
for what
blah.
you're going to say. You
and
can
I
get
would
arrested.
say, "No, I would say it's a man. You can't say it's a woman. It's a man. You know what I mean?
Guests,
There you go.
not presenter. Okay. Fisher Price utility set, everybody.
V
V for
Be
victory.
good.
What are you eating, swappers, by the way?
Some food.
Do you put ketchup on it?
Yeah, come on. What are you eating? Come on. Let us know.
Sausage.
Did you put ketchup on it?
Yeah.
Sausage. What did you eat, Ian?
I ate pizza together with a big fish. A big chicken with crumbly stuff on it.
What?
I
You
don't
mean
know what it was
chicken
called.
Kiev?
No, it was not chicken Kiev. It was chicken with breadcrumbs on it. It was quite nice.
No rice and peas?
Nope, no rice and peas.
Okay. V, everybody.
The V. Oh man, I didn't even know these toys existed. Wow.
I didn't until I found the pictures.
Wow, that's crazy. But wasn't this show scary for kids as well?
Oh, it was.
It's
Yes.
a great
My
show.
brother used to be scared of this, especially when they reveal themselves. My brother ran out the room. He was so scared.
V's a great
I
show.
remember.
Yeah. Oh, I didn't run from the room, but I did double take, like looking at my mom. What?
Yeah.
What's
So-
happening?
Because Professor is American, he doesn't know what happened over here with V. So basically, usually when the Olympics start, both channels have the Olympics, ITV and BBC. But this year, BBC
Los Angeles.
only had the Olympics. Yeah, only had the Olympics, and ITV was like, "Fuck, what are we
We
gonna
don't-
do?"
No,
They brought V to
ITV
combat against the Olympics. Yeah.
didn't want to cover the Olympics anymore. And they haven't
was that
since.
Yeah. But that was the thing, and it was like, what are we going to do? And they're like, oh, there's a show called V. Let's put that on. And I think a lot of people watch V instead of.
Yeah, I think was it on it was on after
ITV.
It was on after news at 10 when the Olympics was on. So
Yeah.
obviously because it was Los Angeles 8 hours behind.
Mm.
10:30 at night
Yeah,
for the
it was
mini
on.
series. Yeah, really,
and
really good.
people used to watch it. Yeah, it was like a big hit, wasn't it? V.
Yeah, Mark Singer.
The show was so expensive though, which is why it didn't continue on for longer than it did. But it was just nothing like it on TV. There were movie quality special effects.
Yeah.
And I was on board totally. I loved the whole concept of it. And I had no idea any of these. They were probably only available in the States because there was so much we never got in the UK. And the US did. I was always jealous of the US when I saw toy catalogs from America. But, some of these look absolutely superb with the sculpting and the articulation. And they look like they got fabric outfits.
They do.
Removed like accessories. The ship and the Jeep there look absolutely amazing as well. I mean, they've really put a lot of effort into these.
Didn't they have they had some hot women in this as well, didn't they? They had the blonde girl, which was really hot. Yeah. And then
Jane Badler.
yeah, and then they had the bad girl with the dark hair, and she was
Jane
hot as
Badler.
well.
Yeah, Jane Badler.
Yeah.
She was.
That's some really hot women in this show. The remake, they had one hot woman in the remake, didn't they? When they brought it back, America did a version.
Yeah, they
didn't
had the what's the face?
the girl from Deadpool.
And Stargate.
Yeah.
And Firefly.
Also, we had the guy who played Freddy in this as well, didn't they?
This was his first role, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was. Robert
don't know.
Englund, yeah.
Yeah, he was in it. He played a kind alien, didn't he? That was in love
He
with
did.
humans.
Willie.
Yeah.
Or won't he? Someone's from Monica Baccarin.
Yeah, she's lovely.
Absolutely stunning.
Not anymore though. She's a no, it's
You always
true.
say
It's
that.
true. Have you seen a picture of her lately? She looks very mumsy. Obviously, she's had children, so she's spread it out a bit. Yeah, so she's still pretty, but she's not as hot as she used to be, put it that way.
Side effect legend, numbers wrenched, mega wank bank on Mr. Brown's wank bank.
But I remember there was one moment in the film where they caught the blonde girl and they were torturing her, and they put her in this skin tight costume. Does anybody remember this? And they were torturing her. She was in a skin tight costume.
Yeah.
I was like, all right, more of that then. So yeah, very interesting. But good show.
It was a great show.
Yeah.
Very expensive, didn't last very long, but the first series was fantastic.
Yeah,
The first mini series.
It was.
That's me, everybody. I put this one in. Who remembers this?
Ooh.
Oh yeah, the Vectrex. This was a cool system. Yeah.
I don't remember this. Is it-
Vector-based graphic monitor.
Ah, okay.
This was a
Looks
really, really cool toy, this.
Looks like a TV upside down. Oh, no, TV. Weird.
Same time as ColecoVision, Atari, and all those early 80s, but this was for the cool kids, wasn't it?
No, I wasn't cool because I didn't have one.
Yeah, this was a pretty esoteric console. I only ever saw one of these and it wasn't working. I didn't have any friends that had one of these. Interestingly enough, there is right now there's a Kickstarter that was recently funded to do sort of a retro revised version of the Vectrex.
Yes, I saw that.
That's kind of cool, but yeah, so it used, instead of using the typical raster based graphics you would have on a television like you had with the Atari and some of the others, this monitor was a vector graphics monitor.
What did you say just now?
Raster based, yes.
Oh, I thought you said something completely different there.
Raster graphics mon.
Just think the Battle Zone arcade machine.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Everything's constructed of lines, and it's all drawn that way. So it actually made for some pretty interesting, like the companies, the programmers that really worked with it to make something really solid. It looked really good. You also had another classic vector-based game was the original Star Wars arcade game. That was a vector-based
Tempest
game
as well. That was Atari were big. Asteroids as well. That was another.
Yes, Asteroids was as well. But yeah, this was the only home console that was vector-based graphics. And yeah, it was interesting. Like I said, I never actually saw a working one. I've seen some on YouTube and so on. But yeah, it was cool. Of course, it was also black and white. You didn't have any color. Franco's got it. Yeah, there were little clear plastic overlays that you would stick onto the screen, and those would provide the color. But it would, of course, that meant that there was just like one portion of the screen was blue, one portion of the screen was red, another portion of the screen was blue, purple or whatever.
Do you remember,
that's just
guys,
how it worked?
In those days, arcades were huge. I mean, I remember I had a friend that used to spend 50 quid on a Saturday just playing arcade games. 50 quid. It's like, that's a lot today. Do you know what I mean? He was a rich bastard, that fella. But, it's just, things had just gone out of style. You had that, and then do you remember when people used to have cars and they used to have their speakers in their cars, and they used to have a woofer and all that rubbish? Do you remember that? Anybody remember that?
Yeah. I used to have car
crazy
entertainment system.
Yeah, and now I remember you used to take the little radio thing out, take the top bit out so that nobody could steal your radio. Yeah, and that's all gone now. Just like arcades, just all gone.
Durkee McDurkey face numbers wrench 50 quid at 10p a time must have been crap.
Oh yeah, I remember spending time at the arcades. It was a quarter over here when it went back in the day. It was one quarter for a game, and then the really fancy games would be 2 quarters.
How much was it over here? Was it 50p? I can't remember.
Early 80s, my local cafe on the way home from school, we used to pop in and play Battle Zone or Missile Command, anything like that. It was 10p again.
10p. Okay. Because those days, right, honestly, it just used to be kids everywhere. They used to come in there, and there was this big cachet that if you were good at one game, everybody thought you were like God or something. Yeah, that's the way it was in those days. Today, people are just looking at their phones.
Okay.
There you go.
As Prof said, there is, I think there is a reissue of this on its way.
Yeah, they did I think it funded in sometime in December. It's called Vectrex Mini. It's going to be a 50% reproduction basically of this. But of course they can't really make it with the CRT screen. Those are far too complicated and whatever to shrink down and fit in there. So it does have an LCD, but it's supposed to be a reproduction of the original and include a bunch of the original games with it. So.
Yeah. Okay. Shall we move on then?
There you go.
Oh, I remember this.
Oh, yes.
Viewmaster.
I used to think it was rubbish. It was just like still pictures, and you just keep flicking. And when you get to the end of the roll, it's like, okay, is that it?
Yeah, but it had there was 3D pictures and stuff in there. I'll tell you, one of my favorites, and I still have these somewhere. I've got these tucked away somewhere. I had the set from Wrath of Khan.
Wow.
Where you had all the little 3D scenes from Wrath of Khan with the ships and the stars and the planets and everything. I loved it. Absolutely loved it. I've still got it somewhere.
All I remember is just Disney stuff they used to have in there. I think I can't remember. One of my friends had it, and we had, I don't know, Pinocchio or something like that. And it's just like, oh, okay, whatever. You know,
I think they did movie ones as well. They did movie ones with movie screenshots in there.
Yeah,
I think there were James Bond ones, maybe a Star Wars one, things like that. Anyway,
Debbie Does Dallas for common people.
See, I was going to say, why didn't they make adult versions? Because they would have sold a packet, wouldn't they?
they probably did. They probably did, but obviously it wasn't on the market. I mean, I go one better than this. My dad had a friend named Errol, and he used to have a 60mm projector. And do you remember you could buy the films, and it wasn't the full film; it was just 15 minutes of a film or something like that. I used to love going round to his house with my dad watching, what was it, Planet of the Apes? 15 minutes.
15 minutes of Planet of the Apes.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah. Because I don't know if you're probably too young to remember this. They used to sell the films in 60mm, and it used to have the beginning, the middle, and the end on just 15 minutes of the film. So sometimes you wouldn't understand what's going on. But to me, it was like a cinema in someone's house. It was. I used to think it was amazing, personally, when I was a kid. Nobody remembers that.
I do. Yeah. I saw Star Wars on a friend's birthday on one of those when I was about 6. It wasn't Star Wars though. They only showed like 40 minutes of it, and then they'd shut it off because kids all had to go home. But it was a novelty, like sitting there on the sofa and watching a projected, real Star Wars in the house. It was great.
Yeah, it's my friend used to have all these cartoons as well, all these old cartoons and black and white cartoons and stuff like that. I was in heaven just sitting there watching all this stuff. I was amazed by the projector and how it worked and how the film is going through. It was just such a wonderful, magical time when I think I was 6 or 7. So there you go.
There you go, Gavin Blackburn. I used to have 3 minutes of Planet of the Apes on a wax cylinder.
Was the end credits, was it?
Yeah.
Okay, that's Viewmaster, everybody, in 3D.
What's this?
Visionaries?
Never heard of them.
This was, I think it was about 1989, I think, something like that. These were out. Kids that were collecting action figures from the G.I. Joe / Star Wars era were kind of aging out at this point. And it didn't really do that well, this line, but it's extremely collectible now. There's people searching all over the internet for these. They're desperate to get hold of them. But they had great sort of interesting play feature where they had used hologram and lenticular technology with, and they basically printed them off on stickers and attached them to the figures' chests and to these banners or whatever they are holding next to them, and that would be their superpower. So if they had like an eagle on the chest, then in the cartoon they would transform into an eagle and leave their body behind, and then the body would vanish and they'd turn into an eagle, and the eagle would vanish once it's done its thing and turn back into the person again. Of course, you could never do that with the toy, so it was kind of limited. But the cartoon was, I bought the VHS, I think, of the first feature-length episode, which was interesting. It was beautifully animated, made by the same people that did Transformers and G.I. Joe. And I had the Whittaquick figure, which is the bottom left here, who transformed into a cheetah and carries a boomerang. And the articulation was amazing. It was the same as G.I. Joe figures, but they were a good 1.5 inches taller, I think. So they weren't compatible with G.I. Joes. But yeah, the line never took off, sadly. But they're trying something new. And with this holographic technology, I guess, they thought they could make some interesting action figures with it.
I remember I had one of these. I had at one point. I think I probably picked it up in like a bargain bin, to be honest, when I picked it up. But yeah, I don't have it anymore. But yeah, I remember it was cool because it was a little hologram on it, and at the time those were still pretty novel.
Yeah,
especially to have on a toy. So yeah.
Here you go, Durkee McDurkeyface numbers crunched. These holograms were where you had to gradually change the viewing angle to get smeary effects that wasn't worth it in the first place. Did the Transformers have like a sticker on it? Or was that a heat reveal?
They were both actually at different points, but yeah, the earlier ones had the little heat revealed stickers. Yeah, that was because there were so many knockoff Transformers. They had to find a way to sort of authenticate them, make them real, and so they started putting those little heat affected stickers on there.
Okay, it is absolutely pissing it down outside. Okay, shall we move on then?
Move along.
W for
Wet Willy.
Wanka. Wanka.
So that's just my Tourette's. Sorry about that.
Wanka. Okay.
You Wally. Everybody say wanker.
Wanker.
Wet Willy. Do you remember that in school when he used to do a wet willy on you? Do you remember?
Yeah, horrible.
Remember that? Yeah.
I'm glad I never got that. I'm glad I never got it. It's horrible. I got it from my girlfriend once, but that's a different story.
Oh, what's
Wrestling Superstars.
I was never into wrestling at all, so I don't know these ones.
Yeah, a bit early for me as well. Yeah, wrestling. Anyone?
Anybody? That'd be a no then.
Yeah, no, I was never into the WWF that much. I did have one of these figures. I think I got it as a Christmas gift or something from an aunt or uncle. But there was the cartoon that kind of went along with this, which was hilarious because it had all these characters, all these larger than life WWF superstars, and not a one of them was voiced by the actual.
Oh, God.
Yeah.
They all had sort of weird voices. They were all a little bit off.
Georgius Rex Wrenched. Ever been to a Turkish prison?
Dirty McFace, where his name says, "That's not Big Daddy." Do you remember Big Daddy? Anyone?
Yeah.
Yeah.
These figures were pretty popular back then. I remember them seeing loads of ads for them and kids going out and buying them in the shops. I remember I was too old for it at the time, but I remember like loads of younger kids in there, sort of between 5 and 10, walking out of toy shops, grinning, with holding about 3 of these next to their chest on their way home. So these, because WWE, WWF at the time was massively popular. So they were selling merchandise left, right, and center. So action figures were the obvious way to go for this company. But they had no articulation, these things. They were just static figures.
Pieces of plastic.
Yeah, I just remember looking at them going, what is the point of that? Just garbage, but kids loved them.
But you know what kids liked more than these toys that were into WWF is climbing to a shelf and jumping from that shelf and falling on their brother. Yeah, top of the wardrobe. Doing, what do you call that move? I can't remember. They used to love doing that.
Body splash.
Yeah. Oh dear.
Onto the double bed.
Yeah, well, my brother used to do that with his friends.
You like a
He
body
used to
splash,
Just
Ian?
jump
On a
on
double
them
bed.
like. Yeah, it's hilarious.
Jump, Mega Geek, jump. Okay. That's wrestling superstars, everybody.
Yes.
Weebles, wobbles, but they don't fall
70s, right?
down.
Is this the 70s?
Yeah, I had one of these. I
right?
think I had
Yeah.
one of
Yeah.
these.
Yeah. I
These
think
were everywhere. Yeah.
Weebles, wobbles.
My sister got a set, and it's just like these
Fucking
little
love
fat,
eggs, aren't they?
fat eggs,
Love
fat
eggs.
people eggs.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, Ian, they're body positive eggs.
It's like, why are they fat? Because they're eggs. Okay.
No,
fine.
body positive, Ian. Come on. Get with it. Get with the program. Come on.
Oh, I don't know.
I did have
Yeah,
a set
sorry.
of these. I think I did have a set, but very, very faint memory of them. I don't think I played with them that much, so they might have got given to another kid in the
I think
neighborhood.
I for some reason I owned one. Fuck knows why, but I owned one.
Mhm.
70s.
But look at all the accessories and vehicles there. They're really
I know.
cool.
I know. It's madness, isn't it? As you just put those stupid fat people in the plane.
Yeah.
It's like,
Did they
what's
have
the point?
Did they have extra wide seats? But this obviously they'd still have to pay for one seat.
Extra.
Indeed.
Yeah, I remember the advert and the song "Weeble Wombles" and they won't fall down.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Catchy, wasn't it?
Yeah. Prof, do you remember these?
Oh yeah. Everybody had these. These were all over. I don't remember seeing any specific ones to Romper Room, but yeah, Weebles. These were we had lots of these.
I'm surprised they don't reissue these with all the body positive brigade. Yeah,
With rainbow colours and pride for
blue hair and yeah.
I mean, all they need to do is keep it going. Is license it to a popular IP like Star Trek or something.
Yeah, maybe
Yeah, Weeble Wobble Star Trek Academy. Yeah, definitely.
There you go. Wouldn't need to change the body tape much, would they?
Yeah.
No.
See, live brainstorming on Brainstorming Alliance.
I wonder if there's any toy companies watching this stream going, thinking idea. Oh yeah, note that down quick. We'll get back in the office on Monday and have some great ideas. Yeah,
maybe Stonewall could do some merch. Bit of politics. Let's move on.
Oh, MC. Oh no, no.
They still make Weebles.
Do they?
Yeah, they do.
Do they?
Yeah, they're still around.
Wow.
Apart from they all fall down now, probably. Because it's racist to not fall down or something bullshit like that.
You're too bodily abled if you get back up again.
That's true. That is true.
Weebles wobbles, but they're too body able to fall down.
Xavier.
Weebles wobble, they fall down and they stay down. Weebles now with wheelchairs.
Weebles wobbles, they fall down, they stay down, but they get a medal for staying down.
Participation trophy Weebles.
You get a medal for coming last in a one man race.
Somebody knock up a spoof advert with AI, please. It'd be great.
Come on, we're brainstorming ideas, folks. Come on. You don't get that on Nerdrotic. Okay. X. Again, this was
X.
No, something. This was one what was empty, and I had to do some research for this swappers.
Oh yeah, what'd you find?
Can you guess?
Professor X?
X Flavius.
X-ray specs.
Oh no, sorry, I'll take it back. I expanded, I do believe. Yeah, xylophone.
Oh, xylophone.
Nice.
Very progressive. Look at that, folks.
You had one, didn't you, Brown? Hence now your musical.
Look at that, folks. No, I wished I had. Look at that, everybody. Rainbows. Look at that. Isn't that beautiful?
Maybe you should invest in one and you could sample it into your next tune.
That's an idea, actually.
That's isn't that Barry's toy in Close Encounters?
I think
Kid Barry.
Yeah, that's actually Barry's. That's actually Barry's. Yes, that one.
Wow,
The exact same one. Yes.
ding, 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 ding. He was playing it. Do you remember that? He was playing it. Ding, ding, ding,
Yeah.
ding, ding.
Yeah, now you mention it, I do remember that. Yeah, I forgot all about that.
Yeah.
Dirky Face, Numbers of Revenge, inspired a whole generation of Patrick Moores.
What? What's this got to do with Patrick Moore?
He had a
was-
xylophone.
Yeah, he was a xylophone player, professional.
Oh, was he? Oh,
Xbox. Oh, did we do Xbox on?
we
I
did.
don't
Yeah,
think-
I think. Oh no, we haven't. No,
I didn't put any Xbox stuff in because it's video games, so I didn't bother.
Okay, maybe we'll do Xbox next year. Then write
Well,
it
this
down
year.
the top as Xbox.
I think-
this, yeah.
I think my sister had one of these. Not sure, but yeah. It's the thing that they'll make you learn in school, isn't it? If you were crap at music, they'll either
Yeah.
give you the recorder or the xylophone.
Yeah.
It was one or the other.
It was a starter instrument.
Okay.
Yeah.
When I was at school, I was rubbish at music and I didn't know I wanted to do music. So I gave music up when we had the options of giving subjects up. Wished I'd continued. Never mind.
Hmm.
Shall we move on?
I couldn't get out of music fast enough.
I say
when it wasn't required anymore. At one point, they allowed us. You always had to be in choir until one point when you could do choir or band or orchestra, and I did orchestra for a bit, and then
Okay.
Yeah,
We
but I
could've-
bet you in your school the orchestra was big. It was big, and in England,
it was
right?
7 people
I was
in our
but-
elementary school. Yeah,
All right. Well, in our
the
school,
orchestra.
it was rubbish. We used to just have recorders and a piano, and maybe a xylophone and a triangle, and that was it.
Swappers. We could have done X-Wing, but that's kind of cross-referencing a bit then, isn't it? But no, okay.
was.
Why?
Why not?
Why don't you?
Oh God!
Because you wish
were gonna
it.
say that. That stupid show.
Why? What was the XY?
What? What?
Yahtzee.
Oh God! I've never played this game, but I remember the advert on TV. I didn't even know
Yeah,
how to
same.
play it.
17. This.
yeah, Yahtzee. This is used to play this a bunch. Yeah, in fact, we had this. At one point, I was working a small job at a storage place, mini storage, and we, a lot of the day was just us sitting around, either waiting for the phone to ring or someone to walk in the door. So my manager and we actually had a game of Yahtzee that we kept there, and we would play it on a regular basis, just sitting around. I mean, it's basically it's poker with dice, is what it is.
Oh,
All right. Because I always remember Jim Carrey. You said it in a film once, didn't he? Yahtzee, and I don't know
Yahtzee.
because I never played Yahtzee. So yeah.
Yeah, it's basically poker with dice. You have the different, possible combinations you can get, and you can get, 4 of a kind, 5 of a kind. You can get a full house, that kind of a thing. Yeah.
Ooh.
the cat's back.
He wants to play Yahtzee.
Yes.
Yep, he wants to play
Cat.
Yahtzee.
Do you want to play Yahtzee? Cat. Do you want to play Yahtzee? No, it's walking off. I don't think the cat's interested in Yahtzee. Okay. Anything to add then, Yahtzee? Can you still
Nope.
buy it? Can you still buy it?
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, you can still get these. This is also one of those games that you frequently will see. They'll have different branded versions of it for different IPs.
Oh, okay.
So yeah, in fact, I have a Futurama Yahtzee that is.
Oh, wow.
It's Bender's head.
Ah,
Yeah, is the cup that you shake the dice up in is Bender's head.
Yahtzee.
So these days,
Yeah.
it's usually a substitute for the N word that you can't say online anymore, isn't it?
Yes.
Yes, somebody said that already in the
Yahtzee.
chat.
It looks that box looks pretty old, doesn't it? It looks very yellow.
Yes. Okay, my battery in my mouse is going. Okay, we'll see if we can persevere.
What's this?
Zany Zappers.
Never heard of it.
The
Never heard of it. Never heard of it. It's weird. Is it just that lights on the glasses?
That's all it
and
is. Yeah, that's all it does. Flashes, yeah.
Freak your friends.
Freak out your friends.
Yeah. Find to flash. Fight with light. What?
Simpler times.
Yeah, very simple.
Swappers, you picked these.
Yeah, there was a couple of kids in my school that had these. I never understood the appeal personally. They just literally put them on and the lights flash red. That's it.
They look like the glasses from V.
They do, don't they? Yeah. They really do. And he looks like the guy from the propaganda poster in V as well.
Yes.
Wow.
Yeah.
But I thought I'd put them in because there's probably people out there that would go, oh, yeah, I remember these. But, so
I thought
not the greatest in the world.
The picture at the bottom right, I thought you was holding a knife or an ice pick, but it's not. It's the wire, isn't it? Yeah, glasses, isn't it?
Detonator, Ian.
Yeah.
They look
Let's
like
have a fight.
fried eggs. Looks like she's wearing fried eggs.
Yeah. Fried egg zappers. There you go. Graham. That's a good one for you.
I think that is it.
The ones with the windscreen wipers are better than this.
I know.
Glasses
Yeah,
with
I forgot all about
windscreen
those. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, that's it then.
What? No more Zeds. Nothing. No more Zeds. No toys are given with a Z.
Okay, we've got a very, very quick supplemental of catalogue pages we can blast through.
Okay. All right. Let's go for it.
Okay, we'll see how we get on then. Yeah.
Yeah.
My mouse has died. I'll persevere.
Gay time or what?
Of hitching.
I had to put this in. I had to put this in because when I saw it online, I'd laugh so much. I thought,
you couldn't
right,
help yourself, could you?
So I had to put this in.
But it means
gay
happy
time.
It means
It
happy
did back
time.
then. Yeah, it did back then. You're right.
Is it?
What
That's
on
the name of the
earth?
store, isn't it? Gay time. What?
Yeah.
Hey.
Yeah, that is
You're
the name.
local.
That's probably the name of the toy shop. Is Gay Time, and then Hitchin is the place. So
Yeah. And then, but Toy Master is that who that's supposed to be on the right? Is that the like the mascot for Toy Master?
it is. Yeah.
Okay.
Lovely.
He
Lovely.
appeared for 1 year and then vanished, and we never saw him again. But,
Where's the fucking chicken?
Scary.
he was probably
Okay.
implicated with being involved with too many gay times. So
indeed.
So just a selection of pages then of retro.
yeah, so this is what we used to have in the UK. I can't speak for the States. Maybe we'll get some help from our American friends for the next one in November. But so this was a typical, say, a standard year in the 80s. These were the toys that we got in a typical catalogue pamphlet from a typical toy shop. So you may spot loads of nostalgic things in here that you used to have or used to want, at least. Now, that thing at the top right image there, I really did think that said something else, but it doesn't.
Top right.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. It looks like Fuck Monster.
Okay. I wasn't going to say it, but since you did.
Let's do the next one then.
Is this in the Gay Times shop? All of
These
it
were in all Toy Master shops because this was a chain store across the UK.
called Gay
That's what-
Times.
That's when
No, Toy Master, not Gay Time. Gay Time was one branch of
that's
of
when
Toy Master.
Ian became interested.
Yeah.
Gay Time toy shop.
Oh,
What
Mum,
is that all
could you
about?
take me down to Gay Time on Saturday? Oh,
Certainly, son.
he's mad about his Gay Time, that kid.
I remember Nico.
Yeah, they were
Yeah.
great. So many cars in the 80s. Yeah, they probably didn't last
Gay
very long. That's probably why they made so many.
Gay Time. Oh my god, that's just
That's
like
made
brains faggots, isn't it?
Easy. That's made Ian's day. That has.
Yeah.
Look, I remember that toy, the one in the middle top, where you used to copy a picture with that, didn't you? Do you remember that?
Yeah,
Isn't that
no, not Etch Sketch.
basically on one end you had one pen and the other end you had another,
yeah,
and you used to draw over a picture and it would draw the picture on the left? Or am I got that toy wrong? I
it
don't
looks
know.
like one of those.
No,
stealth-
yeah, that's exactly what it is. Yeah, you'd trace over an image on one spot and it would redraw it in another spot, but it would also you could usually adjust it.
pantograph.
You could
Yeah.
adjust it so that it would recreate it the same size, or it would make it smaller, or it'd make it larger, because you
Wow.
could scale it using that thing
It
too.
looks like one of those stealth bombers.
The chemistry set which burned down loads of people's houses.
And on
At
that,
the top right.
yeah. Okay, let's move on. Fisher
Is it?
Price, yeah.
Oh god, I remember Fisher
Oh.
Price.
Yes. We had the record player, the little Fisher Price record player, and then that the phone down there in the bottom.
Mhm.
I believe that's in Toy Story. You see the little phone like
Yeah.
that.
Yeah.
But yeah, we had one of those growing up. Yeah.
So did we. Because when you used to move it, you used to make that bell noise, didn't it?
Yep.
Ding, 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 and you moved it. Yeah, I remember that. I actually
Okay.
remember that dog as well, the
Yeah.
Rocky dog.
And then
Wow.
the farmhouse over on the right side, we had
Yeah.
that too, growing up.
Little record player. I remember that. Wow.
The
Take
little
me back.
the little brown tape recorder there.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
That
Oh, I remember
space
that.
that space vehicle on the top right on the right hand image looks amazing. Top left, sorry, on the right hand image. Looks
Mm.
great.
Oh, yeah,
Okay.
yeah. Okay, let's do the next one then.
Lego.
Lego.
The stuff on the right bottom with the guitar and stuff like that would drive kids crazy, just to
Yep.
have something that looks real. Do you know what I mean? Especially
Mhm.
the guitar right there.
I got a question from Boosh McFadden, Numbers Wrenched. Is anyone on the panel under 50?
Yes.
There you go.
I'm 46.
There you go,
I'm
mate.
46.
So, yes. Should we do the next one?
Go ahead.
Go ahead.
Go ahead.
Remember that teddy bear thing? We used to have.
Yeah, I
that,
remember that.
the teddy bear thing with the punching and the making a noise and stuff, and the little dial thing at the bottom. I remember that. What else do I remember? Nothing really. Nothing that springs to mind. Just a teddy bear thing. It's the only one I remember. I can't. What's that turtle thing there? Bottom right.
Don't know.
Oh yeah. I remember that thing.
Yeah, it was a
one of my
play
little
school
cousins-
thing, but I don't
Yeah.
remember what it was.
I think it was a bath time toy.
Might be.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay. I remember the one on the right, the top little computer thing. I remember that. What else
I
do
remember the Bluebird teapot thing.
Oh yes. Yeah.
Asterix. Asterix.
No, I know.
Postman
Asterix has
Pat?
done Black's toys. No, that was a little. I was an adult when Postman Pat came out. Well, on my
Came
way to
out?
be-
What? Postman Pat coming out? What?
Brown.
Postman Pat.
Go on.
Boosh McFadden's comment there.
How far up?
It's
Oh,
just a minute ago. Yeah.
Bush McFadden. Numbers Wrenched. Answer my previous question. Did Gay Time Hitching serve British pork meatballs? Ian?
They served brains faggots. That's what they served. That's what they served.
You might get British pork meatballs at the Little Chef or Happy Eater on the way home, though.
Absolutely. Do you remember them?
Yeah.
They're all gone
Yeah.
now, aren't they?
No,
All
yeah.
gone.
Shame.
Hey, bugger. Okay, let's do the next one then.
Dun, dun, dun.
It's back.
Star Wars.
Star Wars.
Star Wars.
You would just
Yeah.
look at that and you would just go.
But
"This
they're
is
smaller though. They're
fucking
smaller.
amazing. No, they're the originals.
Yeah, these are the proper
No, they-
toys.
Oh, are they? Oh,
Yes, Ian.
excellent.
Look at that Y-wing in the middle. Always wanted that Y-wing.
Oh, that was that was the dream. The Y-wing.
because that was the most representational of all the toys. 'Cause it was proper scale, and all the details and everything was screen accurate. We'd never seen anything like that.
It was that one and the speeder from Empire Strikes Back.
Yeah,
they were by far the coolest.
Two peak vehicles. You're right.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh, two peak. Ooh.
Oh, more Star Wars. And Action Man.
There's
my brother
Rom. You liked
Oh,
Rom.
Rom as well.
talked
Yeah,
about
Rom.
Okay. My
my-
friend had the Action Man Palatoy plane.
Oh, yeah. I was about to say that my friend had the Action Man with the gripping hands, which is the one on the left, with the blonde hair.
Yeah.
And he also had the plane as well. Lucky
The
bastard.
plane.
That Jeep's great. I love that.
Okay, I was looking on eBay last week. There are vintage Action Men going for between 250 and 350 quid boxed.
If you think that's bad, you try getting yourself a proper size Quality Streets tin. You know how much they go for? You know how much they go for?
Go on.
They go for 200 quid, mate. The proper size ones, where they used to sell in the 70s. Yeah,
World's
man.
gone mad. World's gone mad.
Madness. Yeah.
I've got a celebrations tin from probably 88,
Jeez.
Yeah.
made of proper tin, and I think it was a kilo of sweets.
Yeah.
Crazy, right? Do you remember at Christmas time, they used to bring out the Quality Streets, and it was in a tin. And when you open that tin, there were so many sweets in there. It'd take you a whole year to eat them. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's how much
2
sweets are
days
in
for
there.
me, mate.
Eat them as fast as you can before they go off, or I'll have them finished
Yeah.
by about August. Yeah.
That reminds me, I've still got I haven't opened up the Quality Street from Christmas yet in the
Oh,
paper
you know, my
wrappers.
brother-
Paper wrappers as well.
My brother used to steal all the green triangles.
Yeah.
He used to go in there. He used to take all the green triangles
And then bugger off.
and bugger off. Yeah.
What would he do with all the rest of them? We just pile all the rest of them up and sit on them for everyone else.
He stuffs them up his ass.
The worst one's got to be the gold toffee, because when you eat that,
My
it
favourite.
sticks to your teeth. You have to pull it. Use your fingers to pull it off your teeth. It was so.
I'll tell you what, right? Before we knew what was good and bad for our pets, I used to give the chewy toffee ones to my dog just to sit and watch them go like half an hour trying to eat it. It was hilarious.
You were a complete spoilt little bastard, weren't you?
That's not being spoiled. That's larking around. Come on.
That's been
You know what?
mischievous.
Quality Streets, right, is always for me. It's always associated with Christmas, because that's when we used to get Quality Streets at Christmas time, and it was the big tin, and you could never finish it. Never finish it.
Mm-hmm. It's true.
Yeah.
Okay.
These days, it's finished after about 5 minutes, isn't it? You have to look at it and you finished it. Yeah.
About
Yeah.
350 grams or something. Just fucking
Yeah, it's ridiculous.
shrinkflation.
Shrinkflation. That's right. Exactly.
Yeah.
Just the sight of the stock car smash up on the top left there. Just
Yeah.
it gives me
Oh,
buzzes.
Down in the bottom right, the Micronauts battle cruiser.
Yeah,
that thing.
Wow.
Oh,
Wow.
that's awesome.
Size
What
of
about-
it though. Look at it.
Oh, it's
What about
enormous.
the blaster? The blaster in the middle next to Darth
Yeah.
Vader.
E11.
pretty
I had
cool.
that one. Yeah. I had
Yep.
that one.
Yep.
There's the ROM, Ian. When are you going to pick your ROM up?
I probably I probably will next month, because I need I have to pay bills this month, but I probably will pick one up soon. Also, I want to pick up a Starbird as well, because I remember having that toy.
Listen, we all want to
I'd
pick
really
up a
like
Starbird.
It's always the
I'd
dream.
love to pick up a Starbird.
And a Starbird.
Which bird though?
I'll
Which
even
star?
take one that's not fully working at this time.
Oh, one that doesn't need batteries. Yeah, that's right. But that Starbird base there at the top right, fantastic.
Oh, yeah.
Always wanted that one.
Oh, look at this. Oh,
So
sorry.
playable.
Franco Walker, Wrench World Spot. My mum worked at Roundtree's and would bring home tons of chocolate reject.
Yeah, my dad used to work for. My dad had a friend that had worked. His friend worked for Airfix, and he used to
Yeah,
bring
you
a
said,
whole
yeah.
rubbish bag full of Airfix toys and stuff.
You could
Do you
buy.
I don't know about. Sorry, go ahead. Go on.
No, I was just going to say, in the 80s and down the local market, 70s and 80s, you could buy bags of misshapes from the factories.
Mm.
Yes, you
Misshapes
could.
being the chocolates that weren't
Yeah.
quite up to spec.
Yeah,
Yeah,
but
that's
do you
amazing.
remember, right? I don't know about you guys, right? But my dad, right, during the 70s, used to always come home at Christmas time with a Christmas hamper.
Come home? What?
Did your parents
than
ever
coming
used to
out,
get
I suppose.
a Christmas hamper?
Yeah, I remember those.
Yeah,
You know what that is, right?
Mhm.
So you used to open it and it used to have all kinds of nonsense in there. You used to have Turkish delight. They used to have was it nuts? They used to have
Mhm.
sweets. They used to have all mince
They-
pies, all that kind of stuff in there. And it was like huge. I remember in the 70s, it was huge. And
Yeah.
and you couldn't eat all of it. Halfway
Nope.
through the year, most of it was still
Hey.
there.
Yeah.
Happy days, everybody. Look how we've ended
Yeah.
up.
Yeah.
Exactly.
It's fucking
We thought the
progress.
future was going to be the greatest thing ever, didn't we? Oh dear.
That's fucking progress. We haven't even got flying cars yet.
Yeah.
No,
Okay, let's do
flying
the next
cars.
one.
Unless you drive it off a cliff.
Oh,
Speaking of driving off a cliff.
Yeah.
So there's where the evil Knievel is. Oh dear. My friend went home with the the red thing that you wind it up. His evil Knievel got stolen. Oh dear. He was almost crying.
Side effect legend numbers wrench. My dad was a welder and I got fuck all.
I had the. I did have Evil Knievel. I had one of those when they first came out. I had the van here on the bottom left as well, and I'd loved that van so much. I used to love it just purely because I wanted to go on camping trips with Evil Knievel in the van, and I should drive it around the lounge. I got more enjoyment out of that than I did the Evil Knievel toy, because the inside of the van is like a workshop and everything.
Vans are great.
And unfortunately, I parked it in front of the gas fire.
Oh no.
One day and forgot, didn't realize how close to the gas fire it was, and when I drove it away again, the side of it had melted, sadly. So
Yeah, you know what? I've actually just thinking about now. I actually feel sorry for my friend that lost his Evil Knievel. It was just like that story that Ryan told us about the stairs. I feel sorry for him as well. It's just think about it, right? He launched it, it flew out my window. Right, and he went back home with just the red thing. You know what I mean? How sad is that? How sad is that? He must have been heartbroken.
Sad.
And you're laughing.
It's very sad.
His parents said, "Little Johnny, how did you get on with Evil Knievel?" He's walking in with just that fucking launcher.
I can only just imagine him sitting on the corner of his bed now,
crying his eyes out,
staring across the room. Yeah. With the winding launcher sat on his desk and just the mournful music playing in the background on a piano, and it's just the camera slowly zooming into his face.
Yeah. And also, he never came to visit anymore after that. He never came to visit me after that. Do you know what I mean?
Oh no!
It's your fault.
He blamed me, I guess.
Yeah, everybody else does, mate. Oh, look at that!
Wow, that's amazing. That's £19.49
for Tomcat
thing. Yeah, brilliant. Look at that.
You got the Huey Cobra. Oh, it's fantastic.
Vintage Toy Emporium.com. Oh, this is this all right. All right.
Okay, should we do another one?
Yeah. Oh, more Star Wars.
Star Wars.
I take it back with the Snowspeeder and Y-Wing being the best. Look at the B-Wing and the Imperial Shuttle. Oh my God.
I've never actually seen a B-Wing toy before. So I've seen the TIE Interceptor. That one's nice.
I have a sneaky suspicion my other friend from high school had the B-Wing.
Is that Darth Vader ship? The Imperial, is that the Imperial
Corellian class shuttle? Yeah,
the Tidarium shuttle.
Tidarium shuttle. Yeah,
look here, Sword and Storm wrench. I have a B-wing.
Vader. This is unexpected.
Nice. Yeah,
Always
that's
wanted the B-wing.
never actually seen one of the B-wing toys. Yeah.
Yeah, it's a good B-wing toy. It's close to the original thing in the
You
film.
would just look at that and you would just want every single thing on that page.
Yep, easily.
And I'm a Star Trek fan.
Top left there, Wancor.
Oh, I thought you said something completely different there. Wancor.
He's got the he's got the wanking cramp. Look,
Yeah. There's you press the button on his back and the arm moves up and down. Just get
wanker's
the right
cramp.
action.
Wanker's cramp.
The mouth articulates as well when he. Anyway, no mind.
No. Whoa.
What the hell is that? Jeez, that's huge.
That's what she said. Somebody posted on Twats a couple of weeks ago that 99 aircraft carrier.
That is amazing. Imagine I would be in heaven if I had a toy like that when I was there.
That is the USS Flag GI Joe aircraft carrier. That was worth about, I think it was about 70 to 80 pounds in the when it was released. I don't think we got much of them in the UK. There was only about 5 of them ever on sale in the UK, but they were they were everywhere in the States. But it was hardly anyone owned them because they were so expensive.
Yeah,
so
$119.99 it says there on the page. Yeah.
So
I mean, it must come
crazy.
in pieces, right? It must come in pieces because
you assemble it. Yeah.
Here you go. Punchable face wrench. Tiny children or huge toy. No, it's Peter Dinklage in the back.
Yeah.
yeah.
Look at that,
What's this? Never heard of it. Don't know what these are.
Inhumanoids.
Yeah, some humanoids. There was a mention of these a few weeks ago, I think, and we didn't put them in, but this is like an also mention right here in the catalogs. I don't know an awful lot about these. There was a cartoon, there was a comic, and there was a toy launch as well, but they didn't do that well, unfortunately. But they look great. They looked absolutely amazing. But Prof, you might know more about these.
No, I never really had any of these. I remember the toy line and I remember the cartoon, but yeah, I never had any of them. At least that I really remember.
That is it then. I don't remember those.
But these toys were huge. Those Inhumanoid toys were massive. They were like 7-inch hero figures, and then the beasts on the top right here were like 15 inches tall or something like that. And they all had play features and stuff, and the vehicles and all sorts. But yeah, they were trying to go for the kind of a Ghostbusters / GI Joe crossover kind of audience, but it never took off, sadly.
Side defeat, legend, numbers, wrenched, Inhumanoids. Is that the
modern day? Yeah, if you want to see these days, just go to a Pride Parade and you'll find
that toy in the middle. That looks rubbish, doesn't it? The one with the rib cage. It looks rubbish. Absolute rubbish.
And they're really limited with articulation as well. The hero figures on the top left were a bit more advanced, but because they're only about 7 inches. But these huge ones, it was almost like the bigger they are, the less play features or less articulation they've got, which is really sad.
X GI Joe carrier unboxed. There's a video there. Watch afterwards, folks.
Cool.
Here you go. MC Wrenched. What a fabulous series this was, Mr. Brown and panel. Thank you very much. Mainly down to swappers.
It definitely the most enjoyable stream I've ever had on this channel.
And don't forget, everybody, to visit that Gay Time store.
If it was only still there, we could all make a trip up there.
Yeah, we could have our meet up in the Gay Time store.
Oh,
that'd have been amazing.
So great.
We could go across the street and eat some brains faggots.
That is it, folks. That's your lot. So that's your lot.
Toys. I'll be sad to see the back of this. I love.
Okay, so you know the drill, everybody. Please smash the thumbs up. Bring your own lube.
Dirky. Oh,
yeah, bring your own lube.
Little monkey.
Smash the like. Leave a comment afterwards, everybody. maybe maybe a comment saying what your favourite toy was when you were growing up. Get
Oh,
some
yeah.
get some interaction on the algorithm for YouTube.
We'll be back
YouTube.
in November with this lot anyway, and probably quite a few more, I should think.
Yeah,
Yeah,
we're going to try. We're
and-
going to try and expand on it a little bit. Yes.
And if you could find another Gay Time Toy Master store,
Well,
then
there.
let us know where it is, okay?
Yeah.
The doorbell.
Yes.
So leave some interaction afterwards, folks. Hopefully, YouTube will pick up the interaction, for the algorithm, because any single comments, small or large, is happy for the algorithm. So that's it, everybody. So let me get the guests up. Bear with me. Mouse has died. Having to do it the old-fashioned way.
Mm-hmm.
Mega Geek. Cheers, Ian.
No worries.
Professor Artoo. Cheers, Prof.
Cheers. Always fun hanging out, talking about some stuff that we love. So love seeing everybody out there in the chat. Man, share the stream. Get some more people to watch this.
Nobody's watching them
Stuff.
at
Yeah.
all. It's literally the guys in the chat now,
Wow.
and possibly maybe 50 watches afterwards. Nobody's watching these at all. Yeah.
No, people are watching it. People.
No. Listen, I look at the algorithm. I look at my whatever
Yeah,
it
but
is.
who
my
cares?
studio.
Who cares? We're having fun. The people on the thing are having fun. That's all that matters.
We're not
know?
we're not slagging off Star Trek, so they're not interested.
No,
I guess.
exactly. So I've had
Yeah.
fun.
Do you
I
know-
didn't know Gay Time Toy Place existed until today.
My most popular video for the past month was a Star Trek Academy clip from the Sunday show. It absolutely flew out the door.
No, who cares?
But anyway,
you're up one day, you're down the other. It's the
and then
way
down
of
the
life.
next. The real star of the show, everybody, the guy who's put all these together, Swappers. Cheers, pal.
It has been an amazing pleasure over these last few weeks to do this. How many episodes have we done?
Part 5.
5 weeks we've been doing this for. It's flown
6
by.
hours.
Yeah, and it's been, every second has been fun and enjoyable and just given me that nostalgic buzz. And it's been wonderful talking about this to like-minded people and just, dragging back those memories of just such a fond era of when toys were actually toys and not just a flashy screen trying to teach you things you shouldn't know. So, let's hope we can keep it going. And I look forward to coming November. We'll start all over again and maybe in a different format. Who knows? Maybe have a poll on each episode for everyone's favorites. Who knows what we could do? But yeah, hopefully get some more guests on because I'm sure there's loads of people that wanted to jump on like Kung Fu and a load of other people that could have Ruin as well would have been great. So
Saturday evening's a bit of a funny one, but anyway, yeah, it's a bit of a funny one.
But we can always pick a more appropriate time of day to do it next time because it's kind of a bit too early for a lot of people. So next time it might be easier to do.
7 p.m. on a Saturday is okay because I'm not too knackered for the Sunday show. You see, I'm old and fucking wizened. But anyway, okay. That is it. That is it, everybody. Don't forget we're back tomorrow. Doing the shite. Doing the shite.
Yeah.
And especially Starfleet Academy, which has been brutal episode this week. So that is it, folks. Take care. Share the stream. Leave a comment. Favorite toy, etc., etc. Take care, everybody. We'll see you tomorrow.
Ta-da.